Guys, what's going on? It's good to see you guys here on what is it, Tuesday today? I think. Man, what day is it today? Let's see here. Okay, guys, I dropped the link in the Discord. Anyone what's come on up, guys? Go in the Discord. You can come on up. And yeah, guys, it's good to see you guys here, man. On a Tuesday. Here. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. So guys, yeah. Let's see. Let me do this. I just gotta save some news here. Guys, watch. Because every time that I do this, it seems like my news stories go away, and I don't want to do that. 1 second, guys. Yeah. So guys, guys, we hit 25,000 subs, man. Let's go. Yeah, guys. Thanks, guys. I could have done it without you guys, man. Could have done it without you. Real Talk Corey, what's up, dude? He said, never did care about women's degrees in education. They are indoctrinated with Marxist ideology. Facts. Keyshawn, what's up, dude? Yeah, he said no underwater lesbian degrees. Facts. Did you see Don Lesbian crashing out over Charlie Kirk? No. Because I haven't seen that yet. But I'm going to do a whole live stream of like Don Lesbian's worst moments, Snowboard's here, DTM's here, Blue Collar News Network. So, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Tim Hicks is here. DTM's here. Ray Jai, what's up, man? Good to see you as usual, my friend. Good to see you as usual. Dusty Struggles, what's up, man? C-Grips here. Good to see all you guys, man. Let's see. What news story do we want to start with? Let's see here. Hold on, guys. 1 second. Okay. Let's break some news, guys. Anyone who wants to call in, guys, I did drop the link in the Discord. So go to the Discord, guys. We'll do like the first 45 minutes for Discord members only. But guys, let's break some news.
Joining me now is commentator and former Turning Point USA ambassador Lydia Schaefer, also known as the Conservative Barbie. Lydia, let's start with some of the reaction we've had to Charlie's incredible funeral, one of the most impactful and memorable events in modern U.S. history.
Guys, look at this. Look at this, dude. He said that a female friend tried to play matchmaker the other day and attempted to hook me up with a single mother of two, saying she's educated and a lawyer. Please, guys, come on.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Look at that. Snowboard. What's up, dude?
Hey guys, what's up?
Snowboard, yeah. I see you, dude. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so guys, isn't it funny, guys? Because guys, I work with chicks that are like PhDs and doctors and lawyers, and it's so funny that their personal lives will be an absolute mess, An absolute mess. God of the Sea says, why would you care about basket weaving degrees? Yeah. Guys, underwater lesbian scissoring degrees. You know? Come on, dude. Snowboard, have you ever dated some broad that was like a psychologist or like a doctor or something? And like that was her whole personality, you know?
Yeah. I've dated someone, their whole family was like psychologists and some lesbians and very like and they were like really messed up.
Yeah.
But they had money. I must say they did have money.
Yeah.
And were able to get money. So I got to give them credit there.
Yeah, guys, we never ever date a chick that's a psychologist, because man, they'll like, well, Snowboard, what you're actually thinking is like, shut up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They're like schizophrenics at this point.
Yeah.
Like
they presuppose everything. They act like they already have everything all figured out.
Yeah.
Because a lot of psych chicks are actually hot.
Yes.
There's a lot of hot psych chicks. But guys,
It's a trap.
Well, the thing is, it starts off innocent, but then it just becomes like propaganda, which is basically like you're a victim and men are garbage, or capitalism's bad. It's like one of those things.
No, they just want to get their way all the time and think that if you don't want to do what they want to do, it's an issue of your psychology. Like you're spiraling, you're actually depressed, you're this. Like, no, I have boundaries, you stupid broad. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? So now, guys, Pink had the singer Pink, who looks like a lesbian, you know, she actually made a comment about Charlie Kirk and had to take it down. So here we go, guys.
So many, but I've picked a few that have gone viral, like this one from Morgan, who writes, "This wasn't about honouring a young man's life of political service. It was a rally. It was mass conditioning through weaponized faith, with death repackaged as a turning point. A 10-hour stadium revival stitched together from nationalism, the glorification of military enlistment, and biblical martyrdom. This is the mission."
Guys, this is the thing that irks me, guys. Why is it the West is not allowed to be nationalistic? All the rest of the world is. Guys, look at how much, or like even like South America. Like, guys, look at how proud of being Brazilian that Brazilians are. They love Brazil, even though parts of Brazil or a good chunk of Brazil is a shithole. You know what I'm saying? But like, they're still very proud of their country. They're very nationalistic. Argentines are the same way. Colombians are the same way. Ecuadorians are the same way. You know? But the moment that an American says, "I love this country," all of a sudden it's, "How dare you?" You know what I'm saying? Clown world.
But that means shame.
Yeah.
They're trying to shame you. Like, that's what saying "how dare you." They're trying to like make you feel guilty.
Yeah.
Therefore you should be ashamed. And you're just sitting there like, no, wait a minute. I'm actually not doing anything really nefarious here.
Yeah.
But I think that's why, and I think in some of those other places they're a little bit more uninhibited, a little more authentic, and they don't have these Greta Thunberg and a Karen can mostly only come out of a privileged society where they have enough to nitpick and bitch about things like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't really care. They just care about like, just living their own life. So they got bored, and now they're finding a way to like create a guilt culture.
Yep, it's true. Okay, let's see.
Even had pyrotechnics. Lydia, these people
and
are so confused.
One other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Her name was Morgan up there, but in this Sky News actually censored it because it's really WMWHORE. GAN. But they X canceled it or something.
Hey guys. Hey, Snowboard, I'm gonna put you on the spot, dude. Guys, I want you to put a 1 in the chat if you want to see Snowboard start his own channel. Because guys, he's toying around with the idea. I need everyone who would watch Snowboard's channel to put a 1 in the chat. Okay. You know what I mean? Now, guys, Snowboard is self-employed, so he works a lot, you know. But he's been throwing around the idea. So yeah, man, look at that. There you go. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So hopefully,
awesome.
In the next couple of weeks, couple of months, he can get that going. You know, it's just once again,
it'll be over the next few months. But to be honest, it's actually a real privilege to even have this as like a platform and an outlet. You know what I mean? This is cool how you actually will engage with people, like all types of people. That's actually pretty cool.
Well, I can tell you guys that there's new crop of guys that are coming up. You know, guys, there's a big. I think that now that all the pickup artists and all the selling courses and all those goofballs are out of the red pill space, there's room for a whole new crop of new guys. I think that all of us guys that like to laugh and have fun, I think that this is kind of our time. You know what I'm saying? Because guys, once again, the best
like
thing
self-preservation and authenticity.
Yeah.
Kind of is what, and being positive. Like this is actually a lot of fun too. Like if you don't laugh at some of this, we do take it serious. But if we don't laugh at some of this, then they kind of win.
Yeah,
you're just gonna let it upset you that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like the Charlie Kirk thing, but generally the lighter topics. It's not like it's a crazy big deal, but it is important to point out. But laughter is the best medicine, basically.
Yeah. Homeschool time. What's up, my friend? Red Doors here. What's going on, my friend?
They don't understand what honoring Charlie meant. They don't understand.
Let's get to the part with.
But I'm thinking that misery.
King Charlie Kirk's memorial. Hope they're seeing Charlie Kirk's memorial. On Instagram, she posted that Pop Goes the Weasel should have played at the service. And
look at that.
Oh my. Wow.
She's just mad because she's some old, washed up, lesbian looking chick who's mad. Look at that.
Lydia, she deleted that post after getting a backlash. What can you say about that?
I actually haven't seen that. And I've never liked Pink. And this just confirms why. I missed that, actually. And I'm glad she deleted it because there's way more of us than there are of her. So she should have taken it down. She looked silly.
All you got to do is just take one look at Pink. Hold on. Let's look at this stupid broad right here. I mean, guys,
we should see if she's still married to Carrie Hart.
Guys.
Lesbians.
Dunderhead. What are you talking about, guys? Pink doesn't have any right to be talking anything about anyone. What are you talking about? Now, guys, let's look at a couple more news stories here. Let's see. Where was it?
Hey, maybe if we have to give a shit about Pink's opinion, should we look at Cardi B?
Oh yeah. Hey, speaking of that,
she probably texted something.
No. Look.
Let's actually do that, because I have one other kind of funny thing to say of the ilk of these type of people. There's one guy, Jeffree Star guy, was actually saying he thought Charlie Kirk was awesome, which is actually like funny because it's like a Transformer guy.
Oh yeah.
I think his name's Jeffree Star. He's like made a lot of money from like makeup sales and stuff, but he has like a big YouTube following, like huge. He's like a PewDiePie of like trans makeup people.
Look at this. So guys, Cardi B is getting divorced, and her ex-husband is gonna get half. look, Offset has requested spousal support in his ongoing divorce for Cardi B. In court documents filed this month, he's worth $30 million. Asked for support from her, whose net worth is between $80 and $100 million.
Oh, nice.
Joint custody, and he wants her house. Guys, he might get it too. He might. That's why she's crashing out. Hold on. Where was it?
And you know what? This deserves to be taken from Cardi B.
Yeah.
One of the craziest things I've ever seen. Have you ever seen when she interviews Weekend at Bernie's?
The fact that I'm waking up right now, right? The fact that I'm waking up right now to see that this fuck nigga and his fuck ass team, I know it's not his team. I know it's his bitch ass. Gonna tell the Breakfast Club the only reason why this motherfucker asking for spousal support, because I was asking for everything. And because I don't be with my kids. Yo, you such a fucking pussy ass nigga. Word to my mother.
That's the next new rap rip.
But I want you to die fucking slow, nigga. When you die, nigga, I want you to die slow in the bed. And while you die, nigga, you gotta think of me.
Doesn't she sound like when Mel gives on the phone back in the day? I'm gonna lose my life for 7 minutes. You're taking everything I have.
Yeah.
Guys, look, I hope he gets half.
Beautiful.
I hope he gets the house. I hope he gets everything, dude. Seriously, guys, let's go. Offset, let's go.
City boy.
Let's go, dude.
The funny thing is, he's gonna live exactly the same, but
exactly,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
He's actually gonna live exactly the same, but just take shit.
Exactly. Look at this.
Let me tell y'all something, right?
Look at this.
Oh
when
man.
I first filed for fucking child support, my lawyer filed for child support. I mean, when I first filed for divorce, my lawyer filed for shit.
Remember, she doesn't know how to use silverware.
Right?
Not at all.
I told my lawyer.
Oh, C-Grip. What's up, dude?
What's going on, my
Hold on. I gotta give you
We're out here building a new nation for black people.
It's time for you to start paying some dues, nigga.
I ain't giving you shit. I love it.
Secret. Well, I had to tell you.
With that
Mary
whole Cardi
J.
thing, what I think is ironic is last year or so, I think they were asking his teammates, who's the last person on this team would you want your sister to date? And they were all saying, Stefan.
Yeah.
And she picks the worst. This just goes, I was just thinking about this earlier today about when women complain about no good men, everything like that. And they're talking about all the men that have dogged them in the past.
Yeah.
And, and I say that it's because you have no one in your life to vet them. And yet his whole team would vet him.
Yeah.
And you still decide to have two kids under 2 years.
Offset though. And I saw this post, and it was basically confirming that she's gonna have to pay him alimony and probably child support, and then he's gonna get a good chunk of her $80 to $100 million because he's only worth 30. Because guys, remember Janet Jackson, she was worth $300 million. Married some oil chic trillionaire son. Guys, she got like $400 million in the divorce.
She finessed that. She had to be married for 5 years.
Yeah.
And if she had a child, she got this much. And if it was a son, it was like double. And what did she do? I think had the son in the 4th year, divorced him the 5th.
Yep.
I'm telling you, women always have an exit.
They always have
an exit plan.
Yep.
There's a renew. What's that shit called? There's a renew.
She can't even speak English, dude. But here's the thing, guys.
That's why I brought her up.
Mary J. Blige pays $16,000 a month in alimony. Because, guys, here's the thing. Her ex-husband was her manager. Oops. Guys, we knew where that money was buried. He knew every single account, every single gig. He knew and he had that little black book. He had an Excel spreadsheet, dude. He sent that straight to his lawyer, man, straight up.
AJ, you need to find a clip. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. You need to find that clip.
No, hold on, guys. Hold on. Here you go. Hold on, where is it?
If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man.
Let's go. Let's go, dude. The original. The OG was $1 Million Man, dude. Guys, Ted DiBiase was the man, dude. The man,
Well, the woman charged for causing a deadly crash. Well, the woman charged for causing a deadly crash told authorities she does not drink and drive because her dad was killed by a drunk driver and she would not.
She can get it. She is a little long in the face, but I turn the lights off,
Want that for another family.
Jeff Vanderveer, what's up, man? Long time, man. Good to see you. Charlton Heston. What's up, dude?
That's according to court documents obtained by ABC7. Here's what we know so far. 20-year-old Marisa Arlene Dominguez on your screen was arrested and charged with manslaughter for the death of 48-year-old Alejandro Rodriguez. She was released the same day after posting a $100,000 bond. The crash happened last month on I-10 West in the Far East. El Paso police say Dominguez rear-ended Rodriguez with her Mustang, which caused Rodriguez to be thrown from his motorcycle. Rodriguez, who was wearing a helmet, did die on the scene. And according to more court documents, Dominguez told police she was leaving a house party where she had a few drinks.
Damn.
Documents also say that moments before the crash, she looked at her phone.
How much you want to bet, guys? She told the cops she had 2 drinks, right?
Yeah. She felt the impact of the crash.
Hang on a second. So
Dominguez
she
then
hit
told
a guy on a street bike?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And she was going...
Yeah, she rear-ended him going like full speed, yeah.
Police, she was going about 70 miles per hour.
That's 70 miles per hour. Look at that.
I wonder if it was at a stoplight or in motion. Either way, it's not good.
Oh, look, she was doing over 118 and tried to slow down. And then she hit him
as hard as she could when Rodriguez merged onto her lane. Documents show, though, that she was actually traveling 118 miles per hour. And police say the car's brakes were not applied before impact. During questioning,
didn't even hit the brake.
Investigators she lied to police because she was scared. She adds that she wanted to tell the truth because her dad was killed by a drunk driver and she wanted to take full responsibility.
The lie detector determined that.
Come on, dude. Come on, guys. Here we go.
Discovered a staged car crash, an insurance fraud scheme involving a Doral clinic and several suspects.
NBC6's Kim Nguyen is live from Doral to explain how this type of fraud impacts all of us by pushing auto insurance rates higher. Kim.
Yeah, that's right. And police say that the women are charged with insurance fraud and allegedly ran this scheme out of a clinic in this building that you see behind me here in Doral. Officials say that they filed insurance claims for people in.
This chick's built like a linebacker. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at the size of the chick's shoulders, dude.
Yeah. But you know what these chicks got busted for? Insurance fraud.
Involved in staged car crashes.
Look at that.
These are the mugshots of 2 women now facing a long list of charges for allegedly operating an insurance fraud scheme. Valentina Villa del Gordo and Sonia Villamizar Vera.
It looks like a transformer, right?
Each appeared in court Thursday.
Racketeering and conspiracy to commit racketeering. Ma'am, you were arrested for racketeering and conspiracy to commit.
This judge has some good cases in the courtroom footage, but her sound in her courtroom was always off.
Yeah, her voice sounds bad, but she seems. I don't think I've seen her before, but it's funny you said that. My gut feeling
Well, the
right
woman
away
charged
was
for
that
causing
she was a pretty fair judge.
Foul odor to it. Well, guys, hold on. There was two other stories, and then we'll get started on the topic. Here we go.
6 women charged for their
guys. We haven't had an Ice baby in a while, but guys, Ice is still out there doing the damn thing. And guys, put a 1 if you agree. Everyone who works at Ice is a freaking hero, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's go, right?
roles
And
in the
winter's
shooting of
coming.
6
Ice is going to come out.
Yeah,
I think I'm not kidding. I think we're going to see a higher increase in ICE because people are going to be more inside, more and everything. I think it's actually going to be like kind of like easier for them in some ways.
Yep, and all we're going to hear is hit the like button on the way in, guys. Hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button on the way in, guys. I'd appreciate that, guys. And guys, thanks for all you guys with the cash apps. David, man, thanks. Appreciate that, guys. Thanks for all the new memberships. Right? Thanks for all this donations, guys. I appreciate that. I really, really do. 3K is here. Captain Paul's is here. Adrian's here. John L is here. Good to see you guys. B Sweet's here. Evil Eddie's here. What's going on, guys?
women charged for their roles in the shooting of an Alvarado police officer faced a federal judge today.
It's a crazy story. The officer was
How
responsible.
you gonna shoot an ICE officer? Are you high?
That's stupid. Yeah.
Look at that, guys.
Responding to a vandalism call at an ICE detention center. Fox 4's Lori Brown is live in Fort Worth with a very large and expanding story. Lori.
Steve, the women.
She's like a muted light chick. You know what I'm saying? She's like a 2 a.m. special. You know what I'm saying? Like if
You need to have like a cigarette with her first, and if you're willing to do that,
guys, all you guys that are like 30 and under, this is a type of a chick that you're on a cruise or you're at an all-inclusive resort, you know, and like all the rest of the people that you're there with, like crash out or or go to sleep because they're too tired, and you're wide awake up at night, so you go down to the bar. This is the chick waiting for you, like, ooh, how you doing?
Yeah. It's kind of nice. I like a crypt keeper chick like that sometimes.
And are facing charges in the ambush-style shooting of an Alvarado police officer, but their supporters argue that they were just there to attend what they thought would be a peaceful protest.
Yeah, right.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked.
At an ICE raid.
Yeah.
Led astray. Run amok.
Guys,
that's like saying, hey, the SWAT team was having something go on down the street, so I decided to go protest them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's
Guys,
stupid.
Why don't they have
Dangerous.
this much effort for homeless veterans? Where are the marches for homeless veterans and disabled veterans, right? For first responders that get injured, you know? Insane.
Supporters of the defendants.
What a clown show.
Lesbians, 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 lesbian, lesbians, lesbians, lesbian, lesbians, lesbians, lesbians.
Oh my God. Pale monsters.
Look at this. All right, guys. Look. All right. Let's look at how the planning conversation went. Especially with this one on the right. All right, the bottom right. She's like the leader. All right, the bottom right one with the pink hair. They pull up and they roll out the map, and she says, "Cool, yeah." Well, I don't know because I have class tomorrow. I don't think that this is a good idea. We now come back, Are you sure we won't get in trouble? I mean, I don't really think this ICE thing is that big of a thing. I don't think it's that bad of a problem.
Is that an old lady with pink hair?
Jedi.
Is that
I
an
don't
old
know.
lady
Wants
with
to
pink
go to
hair?
prison. Yeah, she
I
wants
don't
to
know.
be.
I don't know. My
yourself.
dad said my parents who were paying for my tuition said this probably won't be a good idea. Can I have your assurances that I won't get in trouble? And then here they are, guys. Here they are, right?
Did not want to make any statements after the women were arraigned on charges connected to the shooting of an Alvarado police officer. The officer survived. The court-appointed attorneys also said they did not want to make any statements yet about what happened the night of July 4th. The defendant's supporters said it was a protest outside an ICE detention center, but federal prosecutors describe it as a planned ambush on federal and local law enforcement officers. In all, at least 16 people have been charged. According to the federal complaint, several of the defendants were dressed in black.
Not a single productive
I was going to say,
No.
if you were going to do anything like rob a bank or do anything these idiots are planning to do, would this what you want your team to look like?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, these are like MK Ultra people or something. I don't think they're completely radical. Well, I guess what they were doing was radical.
The radically
But they are
stupid.
yeah, they're just stupid.
Guys, here's the thing about this though. They always laughed at the you know, the J6 people, how the government's gonna use facial recognition. You guys are screwed. Well, guess what? They got you dunderheads with the same software. You absolute morons, right? Guys, this is the thing about the woke. They never think that they'll be on the business end of any of this. You know,
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Military-style clothing.
Lucky
The complaint says the protesters began shooting fireworks at the Prairie Land Detention Center.
Idiots.
2 people broke off from the main group and began to spray
Oh,
graffiti
my
on
God.
vehicles and a
Dude,
guard
this is the
structure.
best they can
Officials
do.
believe it was all part of a ploy to draw ICE detention officers out of the building. Correctional officers called 911 to report the vandalism. When the Alvarado police officer arrived, a defendant positioned in the woods shot the officer in the neck. Another assailant across the street fired 20 to 30 rounds at unarmed correctional officers. Investigators found AR-style rifles at the scene, 2-way radios, and a total of 12 sets of body armor after searching the scene and defendants' cars. The complaint said the shooters ran away, but law enforcement officers stopped them. One attacker had cell phones inside a type of bag that blocks cell phone signals. The attack was a conspiracy, according to the complaint, something the defendant's supporters strongly dispute.
They're cooked.
AJ, these people are traitors, man. They are traitors. Like, honestly, these people that are doing this in the US, it's
They're the
like,
worst people. And look at what a
we need to bring
weakling
back
worm
hanging.
everyone looks like too.
Yeah,
they can't do anything.
They're completely useless parasites.
Yep.
To everything. It's like, honestly, we need to bring back hanging. There's already in the UK there's already a discussion going on about bringing back death penalties and hanging.
Well, so in the states, different states have different penalties. So you guys saw that one guy in Kentucky recently chose to go out via firing squad.
Yeah, Idaho has to do.
Yeah, they took him out like that. You know, poor man. What's up, dude? AJ
Cost
Freeman's here.
efficient.
Henry's here.
Yep.
Henry, what's up, dude? Good to see you.
How much does a bullet cost?
If you just charge the family for the ordinance, you know what I'm saying? So, guys, here we go. This is going to be a segue into the topic, okay?
Graduating college used to be the starting line. Graduating college used to be the starting line for a promising career, but for many recent graduates, finding that first job is becoming more difficult.
I've been unemployed since the end of February. So we're talking.
Look at this guy.
Oh my
Guys,
god.
how much soul do you think this dude into this? Guys, look at this soul patch that he
He's
has.
90% soy.
What are you talking about? Look at this guy.
Beta.
Come on.
over 6 months now.
It's been basically crickets.
Recent college graduates are entering a turbulent economy. And
guys, in the chat, let me know what you think they've been that they made it they majored in. Okay.
Entry-level jobs are seeing more competition and fewer entry-level postings overall.
I knew pretty much just because of the newer economic climate that we were in at the start of the year that it probably wasn't going to be an easy job search.
Every time that I apply to an online job posting, I'm hearing nothing back.
Matthew Solomon has 2 degrees from the University of Michigan and graduated in 2023 and has been running into the same issue when it comes to trying to get hired.
I've sent out, probably around 1,500, maybe more applications.
Tiernan holds a degree in business administration and has a certificate in cybersecurity.
That's all I hear. And guys, this guy can't get a job in cybersecurity. That's a him problem. You know what I'm saying?
Since February, he's applied to over 100 different jobs, tailoring his resume to fit.
That's a they-them problem.
Yeah. Job description, but he was still not hearing back from many, even after following up.
Half the time's generous. I would say the majority of the time, if not almost every time, you either get, a no response or, a wait and see sort of thing.
According to a national report done by Cengage, 30% of 2025 college graduates and 41% of 2024 college graduates found entry-level jobs in their field. The report also pointed out that 76% of employers reported they were hiring the same or fewer entry-level employees compared to 69% last year.
There are concerns over the long-term unemployment being a problem. And that, again, that's something that really shows that people are having trouble finding jobs.
Associate professor at Oakland University, Michael Greiner, says employers are in a holding pattern and believes the economy has been slowing down longer than expected.
Part of that, of course, could be other factors. Like, of course, there's the concern over the impact of AI and that type of thing.
But for Tiernan and Matthew, they're not giving up just yet.
I'm still hanging in there and keeping hope because I have to.
Holding on to hope.
In Auburn Hills, Peter Maxwell, 7 News, Detroit.
Whine, whine, whine. Moan, moan, moan. Right? Come on, man. Guys, what a joke.
So, AJ, have you ever heard of the engineers problem? This theory?
Mm-mm.
So there's a theory that when you have an engineer, right, that they manufacture like technology, right, but you get to a point where the technology is so perfect that you've actually manufactured yourself out of a job, which I think is what's happening to a lot of these guys. Who are trying to do this stuff.
Government work is conducted that way sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, no, guys. Here's the thing. So, like my one, but see, an engineer's problem. That's not. I don't think that's actually real. Because innovation is going to keep engineering going.
For sure, for like the top end people.
No. For anyone who's strategic, a friend of mine's in IT. And every 2 to 3 years, he moves into the next new thing. So he was doing cybersecurity. He was doing network systems, and then he was doing cybersecurity, and then he was doing hacking, where he got paid to hack stuff, and then he did the cloud, and now he's doing AI. So he's always ahead. This would be like saying, well, I'm an engineer who works on manually operated elevators. Well, I refuse to learn how to work on or design. No, it's like, yeah.
But your friend seems to be borderline genius, right? Do you think that these thems could keep up with your friend?
Well, I just think that that engineers, once again, engineering, the task or the field of engineering is so broad that if you're in an industry in engineering that's going to go the way of the dodo, it's up to you to enter into a different field. Maybe Maybe go from electrical to mechanical, go from mechanical to aeronautical. You understand? There's different things that you can do. Find a niche that's probably never gonna go away. Like working on like, I don't know, some type of
Skynet
vehicle.
stuff.
Yeah. So
Well, this guy said he was in cybersecurity, so I don't know what's.
Well, cybersecurity, the bottom part of it, the entry level stuff where you look at logs to see where attacks are, AI can just do that.
Ah, okay.
So, and guys, that's where a lot of chicks in IT are, in these lower level IT jobs that basically any dunderhead can do.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Guys,
The top level people are the ones who are going to stay employed.
Top level; it's mid level. Guys will get in at the bottom level. Guys will get their basics A+ certification in IT and become like a customer service person, where you call and you're like, "Oh, hi, Snowboard. My computer's acting up." He's like, "Well, here, let me log into your computer.
Let me help you fix it, sir."
But
yeah.
Women will stay in those jobs. They'll stay at a call center, stay at a customer service thing. A guy will say, "All right, well, I have experience in the field. I want to get my network systems certification and get the hell out of there." That's a jump off point. This would be like saying that you're going to stay as a dishwasher at a restaurant instead of actually becoming a cook,
like the
or a manager.
The company offers you like, oh, there's classes or something.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
You need to take advantage of that education. Okay.
Yeah.
Not only that, but we just got off a DUI binge for the past 8 years, where if you are a chick, it is kind of easier to get a job in engineering because it looks better for a company on paper sometimes. So I think we said this the other night, that girls from like 20 to 30 tend to earn kind of more, but I think they also get more opportunities and stuff in some ways.
For sure. Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, for sure.
All right, here we go. So, guys, men do not care about these women's stupid degrees. Guys, in the chat, put yes or no if you agree, and then we'll go Snowboard, C-Grip, Anonymous. I'll start, guys. We don't care. We don't care, guys. And first of all, this would be different if these chicks were actually majoring in anything, and if this degree was going to help you in any way. But Snowboard, you go first, and then C-Grip, and then Anonymous.
I would say that unless it was in something with a high degree of mastery, like they knew everything about the human eye and they were like an expert in that, then a lot of times, no, I don't respect it. So in other words, I'm saying they're like a surgeon or something.
But I guess that it's not about respect. It's, do you even care? Do you even give a shit? Do you even care? Like, what does that even mean anything to you?
No,
you know?
No, it doesn't. Yeah, but I'm saying if I don't respect it, why would I really care about it? In a way, so we're basically saying the same thing. If anything, it's more of a red flag, because you know what?
Yeah.
Sometimes to get these what do they always say about college? Sometimes when you are needing to get a degree, you have to do a lot of training. What does that mean for women? Training. It means really just being trained on and being a degenerate in college for years.
Letting friggin' Chad and
but seriously,
frat boy Jamal.
Yeah, and they're getting lit partying and being a white privileged person, being a hippie, communist bum, like in college for a while too. Like, just, you know what I mean? They're on a campus where everyone agrees with them and a bunch of other stuff like that. If you're a hot chick at a college campus, liberal college campus, like, you get everything catered to you in your entire like reality.
Yeah,
that's where we have, like what you say, the arrogance of abundance. Or those things. That's part of where that comes from, and it's just not good.
Yep.
So if anything, I would say it's kind of almost a red flag a little bit. I don't think it correlates with intelligence. I'll say that. So if you went to college, you're not more like intelligent than someone that didn't. Probably some homeless maniac is actually more like intelligent than she might be with a degree.
Yeah. Secret.
Exactly. You know, intelligence and education are two different things. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying either one is more important. Well, actually, intelligence is a whole lot more important, but that's another story. But no, but as far as the woman's education, at the end of the day, for me personally, I look at it from their earning potential. When do I care about how much a woman's make, or her job, or the opportunities her education affords her? Don't get me wrong. I can at respect or admire your education, but as far as me personally, nah, it doesn't make a difference, because at the end of the day, when a man is out here trying to improve himself, get educated, pursue opportunities, make more money, more often than not, he's doing it to provide for his family and the people he care for. When a woman is out here getting more education and make more money, they're doing it for them. So at the end of the day, the men that I associate with, hang out with, we're providers. And so we really don't care what a woman's made, because we don't count on that. Don't get me wrong. If you add it and you bring it in, great, fantastic, but I'm not counting on it. So no, it doesn't make a difference to me. I'm not impressed. Personally.
Anonymous.
Honestly, these days, the amount of women I've talked to, I honestly find 90% of them completely unintelligent. And it's like, just speaking to them about more nuanced subjects, they just have no concept of
guys.
like analyzing. Like you talk about anything that actually requires any kind of
critical thinking,
thinking in any way, and they just cannot grasp it, like, especially when it's like comes to like politics or finances or anything like that, mechanical, like it's just, they just don't get it. They just don't get it, and they're not supposed to get it. Like they're just, it's not the way that their minds work. And it's like, sorry, I don't understand. I'm a pretty cold person when it comes to feelings, and it's just like I'm not in touch with my feelings in the same way that a woman is. And it's just like, sorry, like, but when it comes to real world problems, you're completely useless.
And here's another aspect of this whole education thing. Keep in mind, schools today, and in my professional life, I work with a lot of people in education. So a lot of professors and doctorates and things along those lines. And when I tell you that it's more about indoctrination, and that a person, and that today's people's point of view literally boils down to social media talking points. And so, and as a matter of fact, I've had a couple of strenuous days of meetings dealing with people with extremist left-wing political views, and I got to be neutral. Like, I can't go there, and it's like, now the more education the person has, because that's also telling. What school did they go to? What did they major in? Now, that's also telling. So, as like I said, it's more than likely it's a red flag, because we already know.
That they do, guys. You guys know what I say about dating chicks that use the pronouns. They always make things that have nothing to do with your relationship your problem. So guys, if you date a chick who has any type of degree, then Palestine's probably going to be an issue in your relationship. LDHD TV transformer riots are going to be an issue in your heterosexual relationship. And you're going to come home from a long day. Snowboard's going to come home from a long day, cutting trees and climbing trees in -2 degrees. And he's going to take off off his boots, sit down, crack open a beer, and she'll be like, Snowboard, did you hear that our state is gonna get rid of drag queen story hour? And he's gonna be like, you know what? I really don't care. And she says, how dare you? Next thing you know, you guys spend the next 2 hours arguing about this. It has nothing to do with you. Insane. Guys, look, this says
well, didn't you say one time that Kevin Samuel said as soon as something goes wrong in a woman's life, she goes back to school?
Yes. So
there's also kind of that too, that aspect maybe a little bit too.
Which
I didn't know that till you said it, but it's a great observation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys,
amazing observation.
Yeah, it is.
Do men care if a woman has less degrees? And then he had deleted it. So this person says, education and career are much smaller factors to men. This person says, why? So because society has conditioned men to be providers and protectors with the relationship that they're in. Men don't care what degrees their woman has as long as she's nurturing and a partner. Now, there is no conditioned. Condition means that this is not an option. Guys, these women can cap all they want because, guys, once again, with the degrees, guys, they want to work until they don't want to, meaning that they want to have you give them the option of not having to work. Guys, put a 1 in this chat right now if you've ever been with a chick. Was like, I just want to quit my job. Can I quit my job for a little bit? You're like, guys, have you ever done that? Have you ever just quit your job? Have you ever thought that you can exist without a job?
No.
And another thing,
what happens is too, this is around like they're usually like 28 years old and stuff. Like, oh well, the baby rabies can be a great convenience to get bail out and seem like justifiable. So that's a big part of it. But they don't. The baby rabies definitely kicks in more, which I don't blame them if they're in doing calling for like Liberty Mutual, working from home. Like it's not really that great. It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
In a way. So like they start to see that that's a card they can play to get out of it.
Yep. Steve, man, thanks for gifting a membership earlier, man. He says buy a homestead. Yeah, guys. Yeah, guys. If anyone ever wants to start homesteading, hit up Steve, man. He has all the knowledge to do so.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
So this guy says, as long as she's smart, no problem. He says, I don't need her to explain. Hold on. He says, I don't need her to explain thermodynamics to me. Where'd it go? Sorry, guys.
And don't worry, she won't be. She's not going to be. That's the last thing that's actually something that would be valuable to know kind of about.
Yeah. This person says, if she can form her own opinions based on what she knows a topic and is willing to change her opinion if she came across another point of view, she's smart. So in other words, guys, don't date a chick who's been to college because they won't have this ability at all, right? And guys, Snowboard said something. He said that, or someone, no, Anonymous has said something about nuance, right? Have you noticed, guys? And I'm just thinking about this right now, okay? Cook with me, guys. Chicks only talk about nuance if their worldview is being crushed. Then they try and say, "Oh, it's complicated or it's nuanced," to try and fight out as a defense mechanism to defend their BS. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not to be directly responsible or accountable.
Yes.
Like, it's nuanced reasons as to why I'm not.
Yeah.
So that
it's complicated. No, it's not.
Yeah.
And
it's situation shit.
And then nuances make no sense because you can say,
I was young.
Yeah.
Even though I was 28 years old, even though I was like 28 at the time, I was young. I didn't know any better.
When they talk about they talk about like how men can be women and women can be men. It's like, no, that's impossible.
Yeah.
You are insane.
Someone says,
and it's just like, oh.
Someone says, So the average man wants someone who's loyal, respectful, nice, and fun to be around.
Yeah.
Good or bad, most men see themselves as a provider relationship. So if I got things financially, I could care less about your career or education. It's obviously isn't everyone, but this question gets asked all the time, and the responses are generally the same. Doesn't mean that we don't date women with a good career or education. It means that those things aren't anywhere near the top for importance when it comes to dating women. Now, this guy says men don't look to socially climb men don't look to social climb or economic stability through their partners. Okay. He says, I prefer that my partner, there's that partner, right, have a career that they like and are passionate about, is morally cool than chasing money. This guy says we don't care. We just generally seek fertility, and women seek security, and that is true. Now, guys, here we go. Now, Secret.
Yeah.
Of course, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because in the last 5 days, this has come up with us. Oh, black men don't care about our degrees. Black men don't care. But Keisha and Glocktavia are on here calling us out. So guys, this is just Zed's video, right? So we'll check this out really, really fast. Because guys, it's always Jermaine's fault, right?
I can tell you how many, especially black men, that have sat around there and said, just because you got a degree don't mean you smart.
Oh, she says black men have told her just because you got a degree doesn't mean you smart.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
You're smarter than me because you got degrees, yes.
Look at that, guys.
Yes. I spent years.
Yeah, we know you think you're smarter.
And dissecting scholarly sources in a specific subject matter that you did not. So that literally makes me smarter than you.
And you can't change the tire, and you can't change your oil, and you can't friggin' take your door off the hinges and fix that, and you can't do anything on your own.
See what I mean?
You're smart.
You see what I mean when they're they believe these institutional things where they're so contained, and they may thrive in that environment, right?
Yeah.
But when you remove them from that environment, they're completely helpless.
Yes.
And we're seeing that right now with all these layoffs because they have big daddy government to lean on.
Guys, I'm busier than ever. I can't even keep
all
up
these
with my
B-dubs
work.
went into work over the last 3 months and got the
As a matter of fact, I recently found out that a friend of mine has gotten laid off, and this is a friend that I told back in 2021 that, look, a job is good, but a husband is better.
Mm-hmm.
And that, and that,
it's a great point.
And I was listening, and I remember being.
And let me guess, when you told her that, she said,
"How
dare you?"
Oh yeah, and here I was telling her girl. Yeah, I think I had this conversation with you, and I was telling the girl, and she called me and all this.
That's depressing, man. That's actually a nice thing you said too.
But it got even better. And then back in 2022, 2023, I was telling her to, look, I think something's going to happen in that
I'm so
time.
sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but no, this is proof that no good deed goes unpunished.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to mute myself.
Well, no, but and I was telling her, prepare yourself because the job that you're in, you already been through one potential downside. I see some changes happening in the economy, and be careful because you went from a revenue producing position to where you made an impact to the bottom line of the company to now you're in an administrative role, but yeah, now she's gone. And
She's gone. Okay.
And the funny thing about it, she had this boyfriend who was a a janitor for the school district, and loved what he did, been doing it for decades, and happy. But she made twice what he did,
Oh,
and of
Well,
course,
now he's making double what she does.
you're evil.
Oh man, mop up on aisle 304.
You're a misogynist. You're toxic. Anonymous, you're a misogynist. You're toxic.
He was quick with that
Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Look, guys, drop a like on the stream, dude. Let's go,
Oh,
man.
shit.
Let's go, man.
Oh,
You guys
my
know
God.
what's funny? That one secret. Do you remember Obsidian?
Oh yeah, back in the day.
So he had a stream, and I'm trying to find it. And he was saying that this one guy that he was friends with for a long time, his wife passed away. So he was like listening to Obsidian's streams. He's like, oh man, you sound like you hate women and da 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 da. And he was like, look, man, this is just common sense, So the guy comes back. I mean, on the same stream, he's like, "Well, you know what? I gotta say something though, because this one girl that he's been cool with for like 12 years, called him over and was like, hey, can you buy me a new bedroom, like comforter set, a comforter set, and then help me. And then mount my flat screen for me in my house." And he goes, "You got a man at the house."
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "And why would I do that?" He goes, "You ain't my wife. You ain't my sister. I don't owe you anything." And she got mad at him for it. And he goes, "Welcome to the red pill, buddy."
Yeah.
He goes, "Do you see how crazy that these women are? That she would not only ask you to buy her, pillowcases, sheets, a comforter, and then
had to buy
mount
it,
a flat screen." Yeah. What's that? No. What'd you say?
You're saying he had to buy it too? He had to buy it himself?
Yes.
Oh
Yes!
my god, man!
That's the audacity of these chicks.
Yeah,
If I can find that stream, I'll react to it, guys. But she had the balls to actually ask him for that, and he was like, "Why would I do that?" That is the entitlement.
It's the entitlement. I was gonna say it's the audacity, but you have to have a delusional level of entitlement to be that audacious in a way.
Yeah.
I got one. I got one even better. AJ, you remember that video I sent you where I had the woman and the little girl was like cleaning, and she was trying to take away. She said, "No, I'm clean," and she was cleaning in my apartment. The little girl.
Yeah.
Well, there's an additional story. So in regards to that chick, I was really digging her and feeling her. Came into my life at the right time for her. And long story short, she ended up going back with the baby daddy. That's why I said single moms, recreational use only. But she ended up going back to the baby daddy.
Yeah.
Well, now, mind you, we were together for a few months, and I'm taking care of her, the kid, providing for them. I even moved into a 2-bedroom apartment, a 2-bedroom, really nice flat, and her daughter had her own room. Well, she ended up going back with the baby daddy, and like 3 months later, 2-3 months later, she had the audacity to hit me up for money so she can go grocery shopping because she had no money for food in the house. And I'm just thinking,
because
what do I look like
Gerardo left
putting
her.
food on another man's table? Like, what do I look like putting food on another man's table?
Come on, dude. Come on.
But yeah, the fact that you felt entitled to even come at me like that.
Yeah.
These girls are mentally ill, man.
Yeah. I honestly believe so.
I mean, today, I'm not joking, guys. Like today, I was driving my tow truck, right? I was going through town. There was a girl slumped on the freaking sidewalk, like she had like a bicycle, her music's playing out of this like wireless speaker thing, and she's completely like not moving. I'm thinking she's like OD'd, right? And then I find like, oh yeah, there's paraphernalia over. I call the paramedics, right? This is when I'm supposed to be working.
More than I would have done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I feel sympathy for these people.
Here,
Right?
guys, I would have I wouldn't even slow the tow truck down, guys. I just said
That ain't got shit to do with me. Hey, that ain't got shit to do with me. That ain't got shit to do with me. Hey, that ain't got shit to do with me.
She gets angry at me though.
Of course she does.
She got angry at me.
You're gonna get AIDS from doing the right thing, man.
I called the paramedics, and then they know this girl by name. Like, and I'm just like, what? Am I in Bizarro world here? Like, what's?
They ask you to go to CVS to go buy Narcan and like
yeah. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, I'm sick of trying to be good to people. Like, it's so
no way, dude. No way. No good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah.
It's exactly what my boss says. It's exactly what he says. Don't worry about these idiots.
Yep.
But the reason that this woman and stuff is like so entitled, the level of entitlement that's delusional is what like as soon as they start going to college, so they're kind of humble before they go to college, but then once they go to college, enter a sorority and stuff. Freud talks about it's basically the corruption of the ego, where it becomes the ego. And then they're corrupted, and they're just entitled.
It's true, though, guys. Young girls in their late teens and 20s were so positive back when like I was young and secret
and not rude either. Probably
they were just so like full of life and excitement and like going to the mall and like hanging out with their friends and like, you know what I'm saying? Now they're just so miserable, and it's all because of this victimhood mindset. Because I remember, and Secret can probably sound off, Rajai, Tim Hicks, anyone else black in the chat, or anyone else who's a minority in the chat. Do you remember that little bit, that victimhood mentality, and the moment you just shrugged it off, the weight that came off your shoulders? You know what I'm saying? Guys, it's like you had a chain. It's like you're that dude in Greek mythology that has to push the boulder up. And then he almost gets to the top. Yeah, and it falls down. That's exactly it. And then you just say, what do I don't have to push this goddamn boulder. And that's why people like me, Secret, Rajai, Tim Hicks, we're at the top of the mountain. Because we're not pushing some imaginary boulder. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Anonymous. I got to give you that.
Subject. And that's the problem with the anti-intellectualism movement. Y'all got ChatGPT and got a few.
Hey, morons! You are the anti-intellectual movement.
And you have ChatGPT too.
No, guys. The moment that they started majoring in stuff that doesn't matter, guys, in the chat right now, and everyone on this panel, name the main things that people used to go to college for. Okay, it used to be business and political science because back in the day, those were worth a damn, right? In the 30s, 40s, 50s, political science was a good degree. You know what I'm saying? Because you actually learned about politics, and it wasn't some throwaway degree. But from like about 1890 to about 1995, business, econ, public policy, medical school, law school, mathematics, physics,
engineering,
IT later on. You know what I'm saying? Nursing. Those are real degrees. You didn't see any even like an English degree, oftentimes they would go to law school. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's gender studies,
art schools.
Yeah, art school. But even back in the day, art degrees, you would be like an art teacher, like an art professor or art curator. You know what I'm saying? Back when
But the modern days, they're just like degenerates more than ever. Like
TJ says,
sadly.
TJ says lesbianic studies.
Yeah.
Now they have gender studies, African American studies,
Subaru.
Asian studies, influencer studies, gaming studies. Where I want to be a streamer. What are you talking about? That's the money that they're putting into those programs. They could be expanding the engineering school. You know, they could be expanding. They could be adding more slots for PhD students and things that actually matter, like physics.
And I'm not joking, AJ. Like, I've probably read more books. I'm just a tow truck driver, right? Than this freaking dunderhead. Like, I've read George Orwell. I've read all of these like other
but
especially
you know that she would be like, oh, it was written by an old white man, and that's problematic. I need a trigger warning, right? Please. Come on, man. Come on.
She's much more classy and would read something like Edgar Allan Poe.
I'm gonna tell you something that you guys. Well, let me know if you heard about this or know about this. But you'll be surprised at the number of layoffs and forced retirements that are happening in academia. A lot of college professors and administrators are getting let go, forced to or forced to retire.
Yeah,
I have no sympathy for these people.
Mostly boomers who stayed there a long time.
But I'm telling you right now, it's I don't know why you don't hear more about this on mainstream media, but it is happening at an alarming rate because I talk to these people.
With some of the things that Orange Man actually wanted that are being enforced, they can't play around and have as much like freedom as they did before. For lack of a better term, it's funding. There's a ton of layoffs. Exactly. So the gravy train has stopped for a ton of those fake jobs and everything, and they need to actually produce and make money. How about you guys make some money?
Yeah.
You have a business. Make us some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't cry for me, Argentina. But so many of these people were making these were a lot of six-figure people. I'm talking like 150, 175.
Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing, because guys, let's just say that they offered Snowboard, Secret, Anonymous, and directorships of like DEI
fakejobs.org.
Guys, I know it's a grift. I'm gonna take the money, get paid while I can, and get out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm certainly not gonna rabble rouse, because if you have a useless job, shut up.
Shut your mouth.
Don't be there beating your chest and trying to do a lawsuit to say that you're not being treated fairly.
But also, they're also being a cheerleader for that funding in a way too.
Yeah.
They were doing so. Just now, where it's drawing from, and they have to be efficient now. Now they're just saying like you can't just have the fake job for 175.
Yeah.
You actually need to like work now, and maybe you'll have one for 60. But you didn't really do anything before, so you should just be happy you had it.
We need a complete realignment, complete ground up rebuild of, quite frankly, of our entire societies, guys. Like anywhere that's in the West, all of these people have got to go. They're dangerous, in my opinion. And we need people who are actually passionate about their subjects.
They don't even have to be passionate. Hold on. They don't even have to be passionate. They just have to be willing to show up, do the work to the best of their ability. Because I'm just fine with a guy that's like me. My job is not my passion, but it pays for a really awesome private life. So I show up and do my damn job. You have guys that wanted to be a sportscaster or be an NFL quarterback. That's their passion. But they settle for doing the job that they do now, but they want to do it to the best of their ability. I'll take it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Hold on,
But
guys.
I think
Speaking of useful skills, guys, go to electronzap.com, right? Because he talks about electron.
Oh, is the electrician? Okay.
Oh yeah, guys, check him out, man. Guys, if he was teaching me this stuff in high school, I'd have probably gone into this. And he was also my first 116 subs. So guys,
really?
matter of fact, I'll give you another sub on my other channel. Electron Zap. But here, guys, go over to his channel, guys, please, and
But the problem is, AJ, like these people, they're passionate about teaching evil.
Oh, yeah, that's facts.
Well,
I remember my teachers, like when I was a kid, were like completely passionate about doing good. No matter what the subject was, they were thrilled that their kids were learning about stuff that they were really passionate about, and they thought they were doing good, like art and things like that. And now these people, they're passionate about destruction.
Yeah, because the only thing that they're passionate about is
exactly. But that's what it is. But what Anonymous is saying is like, we want someone who's actually at least semi-passionate about what they actually need to teach, not that
creativity, creating, not destroying,
or just put part of their soul into what they're doing, whether it be to show up and do your best. But some of these people are just trying to be like demons in the school. It's like, you're a weird gremlin.
They're soul deficient.
They're just it's a bit strange, actually.
Yeah, and the level of hubris they have.
Yes, it's ridiculous.
It's just ridiculous because, guys, they literally have a captive audience. They've managed to get to a place to where now they don't even have to try to fit in or like be social, have social skills or be liked because they have a captive audience. So,
like 10 years shouldn't even be a thing in university.
Yes, I agree with that.
Keep cooking. I'll be back.
Yeah, I agree with that, Anonymous. That's a big part of the problem.
It's like
and that's
unions,
when you
right?
if you think about this, think about the level of indoctrination you can do if you have a tenured position.
You could just do it forever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you actually probably want it to be done. You're like, I'm actually sick of doing this now. Like,
but that's
but you can't really get fired that easily.
They're not
like,
sick of doing evil. That's the problem. They thrive off of it. They love it. It's what gives them purpose.
It's
like,
strange.
Honestly,
that's why
like,
after the Charlie Kirk thing, a ton of people got fired were all academics in the world of academia, colleges and stuff.
They're not, like I said, they're not academics. They're preachers.
No.
These people preach to their children. They don't teach them anything.
Yeah.
And it's like when I was watching The Dark Knight the other day, where they were talking about like just watching the world burn. And some people are genuinely like that. Like they love to watch destruction.
They're nihilistic. they kind of like get stimulated by it, and they're kind of like vampires in that way, because it's like their fetish that they kind of like, but it's
the soul vampires,
it's really bizarre.
Pain.
Yeah,
they love to feed off pain, and
mostly when it's not happening to them.
They
don't really think it's going to happen to them that much, but if it happens to someone else, they are diddling themselves in the corner.
Well, they don't actually know anything about sacrifice. I was watching Married with Children the other day. And there was a great line with Ted Bundy, the main character there, and he said, "I go out every day, and men like me go and be the man that they didn't want to be."
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
And they're never going to be the guy who they wanted to be, and they do it anyway.
Yep.
And I was like, man, what a great character.
Wow.
Nice.
A lot of times because he had mistake kids.
Yeah.
Yep, these guys
still did his duty,
and then their girlfriend gets pregnant, quote unquote, and they're cooked. So, here we go.
Buzzwords on TikTok, and now y'all think that y'all could discredit people with actual education and training for specific fields. And then don't let me get started on the people who think that their individual experience as a singular person changes the facts of the masses.
You mean women?
Yeah.
You mean women?
You mean like you're doing right now?
No.
Look
But
at that,
she's also
guys.
doing that right now.
Yeah, because women do that all the time. Well, I don't do that. I don't do that. I've never seen that. Come on.
Yeah.
You stupid woman. Spacious.
This is
What's up,
the EHO coming up.
Yep.
So we've got a chick here who's
What
obsessed
gender coined my truth?
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
that
Exactly.
people won't respect the fact that she may be more educated than the people she's talking to in a particular subject. Fair, right? I understand. But here's my problem with this whole thing, man. Too many, and especially right now, especially what I've seen coming out of these universities, I have come to the conclusion that a lot of women in the West, here in the US, are maybe book smart, but are life illiterate.
And guys, this isn't counting the fact that they waste their most fertile years, 18 to like 24, 25, getting stupid degrees that they either don't want to use or they get the babies when they're in their 30s, and now the infertile are struggling to have kids. And it's like, well, guys, the average woman lives until she's 70 something. You have plenty of time to get a degree and have kids, and the two aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
You could get married, guys. Once again, guys, who are the most married women in America? What race?
Is it Middle
Chinese?
No, Asians in general.
Yeah, what's gonna mean? Yeah.
Guys, who earns the most out of all women?
Asians.
Them.
Thank you. Who's
also the most conservative?
Yeah. But guys, who's the most married and has kids? Asians. And who's the least divorced? Asians. Thank you.
And who shuts up the most?
Yep.
Seriously, no, I'm saying that's actually a beautiful thing in a way.
That's true.
That's one thing about a lot of Asian women, which kind of makes them hot in a way.
Yeah.
They are actually very peaceful because they're just sort of quiet.
Yeah. And
Comfortable
it's
being
so
that.
funny
That's actually
because,
a very big deal.
but it's very, 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 very strange because the Asians, the Koreans and the Japanese that are in Korea and Japan are like not having kids and stuff, but the Korean and Japanese Americans and immigrants, they're still they have that kind of old school. So whatever has hit their country in the last 20 years doesn't apply to these immigrants, because all the Koreans I know, all the Japanese I know, all the Chinese women that I know are all married and have kids. All of them.
And
Indians
when they're
too.
younger, you don't view them as like, oh, this is just a chick I'm gonna like smash.
Yeah.
You actually like them more because they're more like innocent in a way and stuff. Like they actually are.
There's an inner contentment.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. They're not on prescription drugs and like doing meth and like
a lot of
bunch of
guys,
stuff that like
think about
every
that,
other race does.
Guys, the idea of the tiger parent, the tiger parent, because of shame. You will not bring shame on the family. So they're not loud, they're not rude, they're not disrespectful, right? That's how
They're
it works.
Clean cut.
In
they never have
general.
97 tattoos.
Yeah, in
stuff.
general, that's how Asian American chicks are. And this is chicks from like the Philippines, Indonesia, India, whatever. Guys, look, Western chicks in the West, it's tough, but if you are better off trying with an Asian than anyone else.
Yeah.
That's just the way it works.
I met one the other night and I noticed like, geez, why is she's so pleasant to be around?
Yeah.
Kind of because, we still talk to the same, but she didn't feel the need to talk or interrupt. She could just kind of like sit there and be peaceful, and it's actually kind of nice.
Uh-oh.
But that's her default setting.
Snowboard's out there. He said, what are you doing, spitting game, girl? So, Snowboard, you going out with her again, or what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? You gotta, be hitting the skins here soon, or what? Let's go, champ.
it was at like an event I was at, and I ended up talking to someone else. But I'll see her again. I can find her information.
Oh! He's playing hard to get. He's too cool for school. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Making the same bad mistakes over and over again.
Yeah.
Living a life that no one else can't tell him nothing. Unfortunately, what I've observed is you can't even talk to him.
Yep,
Maybe
can't
it's
even talk to
not
him.
just that people won't respect your profession.
Because an education is supposed to let you know that you don't know anything. You only know what you know. A guy who's a physicist is not going to claim that he's an expert in astronomy or an expert in engineering. You know what I'm saying? So they're quick to tell you what they don't know. You know?
Yeah.
This is the best part about learning how to fight, guys. Whether it's jiu-jitsu, judo, boxing. Guys, when you train yourself how to fight, then you realize how much that you're never going to master boxing. You're never going to master jiu-jitsu because there's so much to know. And by admitting that you don't know anything or that you only know what you know means that you're willing to learn more. Guys, like a black belt in jiu-jitsu shows a certain level of mastery, but if you know any black belts and like jiu-jitsu and stuff, they actually say the real learning starts once you get your black belt.
But that comes with being humble, AJ.
Yes,
These 304s are not humble.
Exactly. Yep. Guys, drop a like on the stream. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit the super chat button. Appreciate that.
And it's also when he's said about educated, though, AJ. There's a difference between educated and indoctrinated.
Yeah. Yep. It's true. It's true.
That you champion everywhere you go, but it also may be the attitude that comes with it. Right? You thinking that you know better than everyone else. Maybe you don't know how to talk to people. Like people make their degrees and such their personality.
Yep.
When they don't know how to get along with
because they're sheep.
In real lives.
Yeah.
These people are unhinged. It's getting difficult for people to pretend. At some point, that's them.
I don't.
They have student loans.
You guys, you would think somewhere in her degree that it told her to jump on a treadmill, calories in and calories out. You know what I'm saying? Come on, because guys, she's not a bad looking chick.
Yeah,
and then she got friggin' cannons to the left of them, right? Well, cannons to the right of them.
They taught her in and out, just not about calories.
But if she would lose about 30 pounds, she's really cute.
It would help.
Something.
Yeah.
I do not do the agree to disagree. Okay.
Look at that.
I don't
Look at that.
agree to
You're
disagree
ignorant.
about nothing.
She's like, no, it's too soon. It's too soon. I can't make that joke. I'm not even going to do that. You don't do the agree to disagree.
That's the dumbest.
So when somebody
that's
disagrees,
the stupidest thing I've ever heard. You can't agree to disagree. You just have to be right. Guys, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right.
So that means she's not open to other concepts. That's what that says to me.
Yeah.
To other intellectual arguments and banter or whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, she's also saying I don't have the bandwidth to even think in another paradigm.
Yeah.
I feel like she's also kind of like just saying that in a way.
Yeah. Yep.
With you, what do you do?
And it's so crazy because, guys, there are people that can grasp concepts that can't really articulate why. Like, there's people who understand that the wage gap is BS. Like, there's guys who are like, look, I'm a crane operator making $300,000 a year. I've never seen a woman doing that. So that's probably why you women don't get, but they can't explain that these feminists and these intellectuals only use a univariate analysis and not a multivariate. Now, this crane operator guy might not be able to even spell multivariate, but he grasps the concept of I do something very dangerous. I get paid a lot for it. Women don't do dangerous stuff. His wife works at Starbucks.
The level of his responsibility is much higher. If he drops a tree on someone's home, he literally ruins like someone's like life and his job is over.
Yeah.
If you're just working at some stupid college having a fake job that has tenure, you ain't really worried about that much.
He
You can
understands.
diddle whatever student you want too, which they do.
Was that he understands that 1 + 1 = 2, right?
Yeah.
And then these students are like, "What even is 2?"
No, they're like 2 plus. No, they're like,
Well, hold on, wait.
2 plus
But
2
it depends.
equals 4. Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like this deconstruction of everything that they try and do in their entire life. It's like instead of being like this crane operator was like, I understand what the parameters are, and I'm going to work within those.
Well,
parameters
he has to
for the most
understand
amount of money.
real world physics. So he doesn't have to show you on a piece of paper how to do.
Here you go.
Does 2 + 2 = 4?
In your brain, it definitely does.
And I'm asking you.
Again, if it's two, like
What?
The number,
I'm just asking you a
literally
simple
the number
question.
2.
2 + 2 = 4.
1 atom plus 1 atom equals 2. Yes.
So does 2 + 2 so
That
then I
equals
just want a yes
whatever
or
that
no.
is. 2
Does
plus 2
it
is
or
4.
yes or no = 4?
If we're talking on the atomic level, yes.
Okay, what level does it not equal 4?
Other than the atomic level.
You stupid woman.
Well, I have a question. Is this a trap question from him to say to her about XY chromosomes and stuff?
No, but see,
Okay.
here's the thing.
Oh my god, that's the only reason I thought she was like saying responding that way.
Andrew doesn't ask trap questions. See, we live in this age where women especially argue in such bad faith that they think that everything's a gotcha question.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, guys, when you're ignorant and you don't know anything, then you're so afraid of being embarrassed because you're not sure what you're saying that you have to think that everything's a gotcha question.
Yeah.
Insane.
It made me think it actually was kind of. It's just a short clip though.
Because it's such a stupid question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, Andrew always debates in good faith. And it's crazy because, guys, I don't know how he does it. There's a guy.
Yeah, this is like a waste of everyone's. It is a very good clip, but it's kind of a waste of everyone's time in a lot of ways.
No, it's not.
Well, it shows the infection of the decay in these people.
These types of settings are not about Andrew. They're not about this chick. It's about the audience. Any type of debate, guys. It's if Anonymous and I are debating. I don't even know what we disagree with. Pineapple on pizza, right?
Disgusting.
See, I like pineapple on pizza. I knew it. I knew it, right? But guys, if we're both doing really good argumentation, if we're both, I know that I'm probably not going to convince him, but maybe 3 people in the audience will be like, you know what? I might give that pineapple a try. That's my win right there. Then there might be 4 people in the audience that go, you know what, that Anonymous, guys, it's about the audience. That's the part of debate that's been lost that people don't understand. They're trying to do this gotcha, and academia used to foster this. They used to talk, just revel in the discussion. Then it became an echo chamber. Then social media came. It's about gotcha and dunking on the other person. That's why Andrew Wilson does what he does, is he knows that millions of people are going to see this. He is a Christian ethicist. I honestly believe that Andrew Wilson is single-handedly bringing a whole generation of young men to Christianity.
Yeah.
Single-handedly. There's men who
Charlie
never
Kirk did too.
Yeah.
Like, there was a whole bunch of.
Well, I still think that the Andrew Wilson, because Andrew Wilson's he's not trying to be nice like Charlie Kirk.
No, yeah, this is why I like him.
Young men,
very rude.
Young men like to see a more aggressive style, a more assertive, a more take no crap style.
Well,
Guys,
it's like in some ways, it's almost like a new punk rock, and it's in a very strange way.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't mean that to be disrespectful to anyone who's a Christian, but I'm saying it's a new. everybody has always thought it was cool to kind of rebel against the status quo, but in this case, it's Christian. It's great. It's actually it's very positive.
So guys, so Khabib is huge in the Eastern European world and the Muslim world.
Yeah.
In Islam, Makhtev is big too, right? But guys, you know who's bigger? Khamzat is. Guys, he's a young, shit talking, doing donuts in his Lambo Muslim guy. You know what I'm saying? Guys, he's Chechen. Guys, every man wants to have a masculine, somewhat loudmouth type of representation of their culture or beliefs, right? Like a very assertive, dominant guy. Khabib and Islam, they're kind of hillbillies. You know what I'm saying? They're from Dagestan. They're from the middle of Russia. So they're very calm, respectful, whatever. Khamzat, he's from Chechnya, and then he grew up in Sweden, and then he has his 6-wheel G-Wagon. He's doing friggin' Brodies in and stuff. He's that guy. All the Muslim guys, all the young Muslim guys, they have their he's like the Muslim Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's just practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Andrew Wilson is kind of that way with modern Christendom. He's that guy. He's the guy that can be like young guys that are trying to look into the Christian faith that like being a Christian is going to make me into
Ned Flanders or something.
Yeah, Ned Flanders, exactly.
Yeah.
And Andrew Wilson's offering an alternative to millennials, Gen Z, and Gen A.
I think a lot of more people are want to find God in something. I think that's becoming more of a thing that people want, or they're at least willing to flirt with the idea and look around a little bit. So this guy is kind of entertaining to watch, and he just leans that way, so it makes people a little more open to that. But I think a lot of more people want to have, or they're just more open to having a faith and stuff. No one has to do it.
But here's the thing, Snowboard. The world is full of conflict. It's full of evil.
Yeah.
It's full of stupid people. And the last 30 years have said that as a Christian, you have to shrink away from that. You have to show the other cheek. And Andrew's saying, "Nah, you better take them head on."
This is righteous anger.
Thank you. Yeah. If anyone was gonna convince me, it would be someone like Andrew Wilson.
Guess what, guys? Jesus used to get pissed.
Yeah.
He'd get angry.
And he'd call out 304s.
Yes.
Yeah. TMX, what's up, dude?
Yo.
Good to see you, man.
Meaning.
Well,
I am
Al Bundy. I had to
a
call in.
body made of billions of cells. So
good.
I wrote
That's not
books
even
that
cells.
breaks
That's
this all
nothing
down
but
into
flesh
very
cells where men-
basic day-to-day terms.
You've been had.
Even the chick behind her is like kind of laughing at her.
Yeah.
Let me finish. Now, guys, here we go. You guys remember I did a video on this dunderheaded broad. Look at this.
Finish. Jesus Christ. Just shut your mouth and let me finish. Okay. Thank you. About time. 2 + 2.
She's another TikTok debater. When she doesn't have her friggin' when she doesn't have her mute button, she falls apart. Guys, this chick right here is college. This chick right here is why, guys, don't even date chicks that have been to college. Okay.
2 = 4. Would you agree? Is that always true?
What do you mean by always?
It past, present, and in the future. Is it a universal
it
truth?
depends. Like there's like an entire like debate over like whether we've like found math or it's always existed. Like
this is garbage.
It's our way of categorizing the universe, idiots.
It's
not. Remember when you used to build on top of existing stuff instead of questioning everything?
Guys, yeah.
All mathematics is a way to explain our observations about things. That's all it is.
Just language.
We observe that here's an object, here's an object, here's an object, here's an object. We assign this is one, this is one, this is one, this is one. You add two of those, that equals 2.
This is their value.
Yes.
In whatever we're trying to calculate.
And
in
we
whatever
assign
circumstance.
value. Yes, that's all it is. It's a way. It's a way to descriptively like quantify the universe. That's all it is. And people just don't understand. We didn't discover math.
No. Weight, speed.
Yeah, we saw it and we assigned commonly used words, which then we use to create models to further describe what we see. Gravity wasn't invented. We just found a way to quantify it, like to actually describe what it is. We had to create a model so that we can describe what gravity is, so we can calculate if you drop a brick at this height to reach this speed. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of gravity. People just don't understand. This is like infinity. Or here, guys.
Yeah, things like time.
No. 0. Guys, zero is not real.
Yeah.
0 is a concept. It's not. There's no such thing as 0.
Yeah, and it was like the last invented numbers or the last used. Like it's kind of a more modern invention.
You can't pinpoint infinity.
Unreal numbers. I mean,
well, the Greeks were the first ones to figure out 0.
Yeah,
and the people who figured it out didn't want it to get out, or they thought like it would destroy the world. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, dead ass. And then infinity. Infinity is a concept. You can't point to infinity. You just can't. But in order to actually do things in physics and stuff, you have to have 0. You have to have infinity. You have to have negative numbers.
Makes sense.
They don't really exist. They are concepts.
Yeah, and then you refine them and you build on it and you create
and then you build models
and stuff
that can predict things. Like for instance, because we've known about Pluto. Okay. We have known how long Pluto takes to go around the sun in less time than in the time that we've known how long that Pluto has gone around the sun, we have never seen Pluto go around the sun. Since we've discovered it, it hasn't been enough time for Pluto to actually go around the sun.
Yeah.
But how do we know that that's the amount of time? Because we have the math.
Yeah.
We have the math, and the math checks out in China, it checks out in New Zealand, it checks out everywhere. That's what people don't understand about math. Math is the universal language. Math works everywhere there is.
Do you see how these people they try and deconstruct everything that we
Yes.
know?
Yes.
As she uses an iPhone that's built using that same math.
Yeah, but
underhead.
But speaking of the math, just remember this: like 70%, if not more, of all of her motivation of him being here and stuff is just to get attention, validation, views, and whatnot too.
Yep.
So but that being said, look at how much we just dissected we're talking about infinity and everything, just from what this dunderhead said for like, but she might believe I said like 30% of like our true motives, but the rest is just to get like views, get attention, make statements, get eyeballs on you too. So a lot of times people just say kind of anything because they are getting the opportunity to.
But this is why it's funny though. Guys, how many times have you just had this type of conversation with your friends, like playing cards or playing pool or whatever? You guys just have like a conversation like this. Guys do this all the time. That's why the whole ask your boyfriend how much he thinks about Roman Empire.
Yeah, put a finger down or something like that on TikTok.
Because it applies to everything we see today. How could you not talk about the Roman Empire?
There's only one answer ever to that question. It's like, why do you think about the Roman Empire? Because I give a shit about humanity.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
basically is what the reason is.
Yeah,
they went through every like human kind of like failure.
Yeah.
In like
Yeah,
their society.
we human beings and stuff, like, we live in cycles kind of, so like we're
Yeah.
always on a continuous cycle of it, so we need to not repeat,
Yeah.
some of the things that have been done before. We need to mix it up or just be aware of it.
If you
And
don't
they got, and it was so
history,
broad
you
too.
repeat it.
Yeah, like it was it was in so many parts of the world too. So, and there was a lot of history that you could pick
Exactly.
up
It's
from
like
it.
the math
So
of what you shouldn't
it's
be
kind of
doing.
yeah, and it's like nearby. Like it was accessible.
But
You know, a whole bunch of other
even-
cultures are just gone.
But like the Roman Empire in itself, guys, there's like, they influenced a whole part of the world, European history that colonized the world, and then plus the Roman Catholic Church. So there's so much there that ties everything back to like Roman history, and people, they don't understand that if you look at we obviously know, I don't need to say.
Well,
For
it's
example,
it's
there was
common
no-
programming that we share in a way.
Yeah.
In a way,
But it's
society
not
is
just
structured.
programming. It's like looking at what happened before.
It's in our
the United
DNA.
States, yeah, the United States is modern day Rome. We have the most powerful. Rome at that point was the most powerful empire to ever exist. They were the pinnacle of everything. And right now, that's what the United States is. And to us, is we seem to be making a lot of the same mistakes that they are.
And a key thing is when they say, "Oh, why do you think of Rome?" One reason is, hey, I'm actually exercising my mind, unlike you, who's watching Katy Perry, like
Yeah.
a dullard.
Yeah.
Doom
Your
scrolling
friends at
through
brunch
TikTok.
ain't talking about past societies or anything like of that's really that. I'm not saying this is the most important thing, but it is of some relevance and maybe responsibility as a human to say, like, hey, like, what were we doing in the past, and maybe like knowing that can help us make it a little better going forward.
I think it was the thing that like really pushed humanity forward. I just watched a fascinating video on this. Was it was the invention of the mechanical clock, because we could actually quantify time.
And synchronize. Yeah,
we could synchronize, and it was the fact that we were now not within time. We were actually a slave of it. Whereas,
of time.
Time goes on even without us, and there's nothing we can do about it to stop time.
Yeah.
Well, it quantifies the 3D world, basically.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you are, what's
Yeah.
going on. It's happening. No matter, you can't do a damn thing about it.
Well, there was
It's math too.
Yeah.
There was this dunderhead that I knew, and he was like, "Yeah, but I feel like all there is really is now, and that the future and the present are just made up concepts." And wow, he was this freaking dude who college that I knew.
He took mushrooms. Yeah.
He was
Hey,
the
AJ,
crystals and
was he a black guy?
No.
No, he was in the mushrooms and crystals and stuff.
So,
the reason he's kind of saying that in a way is that the way our consciousness processes, like our computer processes it in that way, but doesn't mean like you don't have to be at work at 9 tomorrow. Like, you're gonna have to be there, and that governs over your time.
Well, I saw. I was going to say I sent Snowboard a fascinating video on like Africa time. That's why I asked it, and I was like,
bullshit.
I never even heard of that.
It wasn't time, but he said they didn't have a word for maintenance. Is the concept?
Yeah, but that's bullshit too, guys. If you are in Africa or you're in China, you see after 45 years, people start to get gray hairs. You start to see trees grow. We see natural processes that we can get a somewhat estimation of time passing. Okay,
that's true. That's true.
And this one guy said that if someone puts you on an island and you grew up not knowing anything about hours and days, then time would work differently for him. Like, no, it wouldn't.
That's because he's on mushrooms all the time.
Yeah.
I used to think like that and actually believe that a little bit.
Yeah, guys. Once again, you see processes that happen. The sun comes up, it goes down.
That's one reason people like to go to Florida, but when they want to die, because it's just kind of like 2 seasons, 1 season. It's a blur.
You can say that we're more exact with our measurements and experience of time. Yes, but guys, think about Ethiopia. In Ethiopia, they use in their professional lives, they use the regular calendar. Because they're Orthodox Christians, they use the original 10-month biblical calendar.
Interesting.
And I think Jesus is born in like September, actually.
Yeah. So guys, there
a
was
week or
only
two ago, actually.
10 months for the longest time, and then they added August in October, I believe.
September.
Yeah, that was named after Augustus and someone else.
But also China has their like own calendar in some ways too.
Yeah, the Chinese calendar, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not idiots.
But what I'm saying is that what we still would somewhat say, yeah, this person's however many cycles old, or and it would somewhat be the same. Now, I've seen these woke college professors say, oh, well, math is racist. Yeah. July and August, guys. It was.
I was waiting for that to come.
And Augustus Caesar. This dunderheaded chick goes, oh, well, black students can't do math because it's
yeah.
Well, there's an ancient.
They know what an eighth is, though. That's for sure. They can weigh that out.
Guys, in all seriousness, no, to be real. The reason why, for instance, Nigerian Americans do so well is because they spend as much time as Asians do studying math.
Yeah.
If one student spends an extra 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours a week studying math, they're going to be better at it, right? So this dunderheaded professor goes, well, maybe black kids need to learn this ancient Igbo style of counting where like they counted sticks certain ways. What are you talking about? Are you serious?
Oh my god!
Give them
that's racist, right there.
Yeah, that's actually is racist.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, here we go, guys.
Like debate over like whether we like found math or it's always existed. Like for example, if there was no one to see it, like in the cosmos, and we had two particles like just like rolling around each other,
it's just her getting attention.
Does that mean two? Like, does that still exist? Does math still exist in that context? I think that math is probably something that we like observe and that we've kind of come to use like in a utility sense. But I don't think that I think there probably needs to be someone there counting for like for there to be one or two or three things. I think it's like there's some utility in math. So I don't necessarily think it's like something that you can quantify in this way of always existing. I think it's something that we kind of construct.
So you're saying numbers are only dependent upon the things in the world?
Oh my god.
I mean, if there's no things in the world, there's no number of things.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Numbers are universal. Yeah, numbers pre-exist. Logic pre-exists creation. That's why creation is ordered in a logical way.
Okay, I would probably disagree.
So creation is not ordered in a logical way. Okay, do you believe in the laws of logic?
I think that the laws of logic are like we use them at like utility wise, right? To come to conclusions and to like you know.
So they could be false in the future.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we've
asking you a question. Okay, I'm asking, could they be false in the future?
Let me look at this. Someone says the greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance; it's the illusion of knowledge. Facts. Facts.
Yeah. What did she just
say? Wait, can you say that again? Say that one more time.
Someone says the greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance; it's the illusion of knowledge.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So she's a know-it-all, basically.
Look at that, guy.
Yeah. It's emboldened them.
She's on to something. No, wait, she's on something.
On that bullshit.
Look at that, dude. Someone says, "Is this what $150,000 get a refund?"
Yeah. These people in the comment section have more knowledge than this.
Yeah, look at that, guys. Anyways, let's go back here, guys.
But here's the thing with that show. I want to like that show, but your IQ goes down when you watch idiots like that too much.
Yeah.
It seriously does. Like I used to kind of like that show, but you end up thinking on the level that they think. Like if we're worrying, like it was good to show that 2 + 2 is 4 thing, but if we're spending too much time on that, it's like making everyone stupider in a way. It's like, why is this even a question?
Mm-hmm.
Or like,
I mean, you pretty much sum the show up as being moral relativism, and lack of logical thinking, and that's pretty much
right. Yeah,
it's all
and
examples of both.
why is it getting views? Because there's kind of hot young chicks on it,
and they're retarded.
And that helps. That does help for visual, but the host is also horrible too. But it's a grift. It is entertaining at times. It is entertaining, but you can't watch that like all the time. It's just such
It'd be
low
interesting if
level
they moved
thinking.
to different locations too around the country. You
Yeah.
know, then you'd see different kinds of people coming on instead of just all
Yep.
LA girls.
Yeah,
you should go to like Jamaica and do it. That'd be kind of cool.
You already know what I was. You already know what I was.
I want to go article for article. I want to go credible source for credible source. But what y'all are not.
Guys, here's the thing. This is the type of chick where she gets in her feelings is that she wants to argue everything, right?
Yeah.
If I jump off a building, I'll go splat and die. Well, what's your source? Well, what's your source? How do you know that?
Yeah.
I have a study here that
wasn't recorded.
Yeah. That where's the study? Where's the study?
I don't see it on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
or
These are
something
the
like
types
that.
of chicks
Yeah.
who will argue even common sense things, especially if it's a common sense thing that doesn't support the argument.
And another way that they limit themselves to is you could be in an argument with someone like this. And I sometimes have misspellings when I text. I will text shorthand. I don't really care. But they will negate the point because of one spelling error that's like not irrelevant. It's not like do and don't that I misspelled something like that. They will negate the point of what's just said and say like you know what I'm saying? It's such a petty view of looking at something. It's like, well, why don't you actually humbly listen to what someone's going to say? If your point, basically, whoever knows more truth, kind of is right.
Well, they nitpick
in a way.
They're just nitpicking every single little thing and just being like, no, look at the whole big picture.
Guys,
yeah, well, it's disingenuous. It's just not be like it's just like, hey, like I know you know what I'm saying here. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
To do is try to debate your opinion with my facts. Straight like that. Literally makes me smarter than you in that subject.
And the wildest thing, it usually comes from the people that don't have no education. I can't tell you how many, especially black men,
there you
that
go.
have sat around there and said, just because you got a degree don't mean you smart.
Oh, she says black men have told her just because you got a degree doesn't mean you smart. I mean, let's be honest, they're kind of right. It's what I've been talking about. And maybe a better way to say it is just because you have a degree doesn't mean you know how to make good life choices. A lot of you have degrees.
Or even make a good argument. What's the point in knowing stuff if you can't articulate or even make a logical argument or get in your feelings anytime you get in a debate and crash out, you know?
Or like Anonymous said, is understand nuance.
Yeah.
Because all these things do require nuance.
But
they only get nuance.
I mean, Snowboard, things don't require nuance. Transformers are not women. I mean, there's no nuance there, right? Single moms are not good for society. There's no nuance there. There's certain things that we've allowed this nuance and this like this. You can't let nuance.
Well, I agree with you. I'm just saying nuance in the sense of detail and paint a picture and get background. They can't seem to process that to make when they go to make a decision, they can't like think of other factors about it, which hurts them. I think they're not thinking in a dynamic way.
Like Nog is a savant compared to these women. At least Nog can tell you what a woman is.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like it's ridiculous.
But they're done-headed sheep either way.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Brag about how much making. Fathers have rights. 5-star. Reading the pinned link in the comment. Husbands securing their marriages the right way.
And it be coming from somebody that didn't even finish high school and got a GED. Sir, what the do you mean? Matter of fact, I had a man once tell me that, and on a date it was. So I just politely wrote down a general algebra question and told him to solve for it. Solve for why, sir?
You know how rude that is.
As he's taking you out and you were probably broke and expecting him to pay for the date. Okay.
But think of how rude that is.
Yeah.
Even let's say even take out gender and not say they're on a date. If I just met somebody on the street or something and said like, "Hey, how educated were you?" This and solve this algebra problem, then you're qualified to then talk to me. What is that? It's like, come on, that's rude entitlement. Like you can't even believe.
Then he should have went outside.
He should have said, "I don't give a shit." He should have said, "F you on the paper."
Hold on. He should have slashed her tire and said, "Here, show me how to fix this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I just like Einstein was a patent clerk. Are you going to dismiss him?
Guys, here's the thing. I have a master's degree. A bachelor's and a master's degree. Does that make me special? No. Would I recommend that 70% of the guys, the young guys I know go to college? No. Unless you're going for science, technology, engineering, math, econ, accounting, law school, medical school with scholarships, and biology doesn't count, right? Don't go to college. It's a waste of time. A complete waste of time. Or find a way to have it paid for, like join the military.
But like we said at the beginning, going to college does not make you necessarily more intelligent at all. We're seeing cases where the more educated they are, the more of a sheep and less intelligent they are to just do anything.
My granddad said this. He says, if you educate an idiot, all you get is an educated idiot.
Yeah.
And this was a guy who couldn't read or write, but he was like he worked on like planes in like World War II. Like he was like a mechanic. Like he was like a genius mechanic. He'd make anything run. According to her, he would be an idiot.
Yeah, because they are brought up in a way that only college deems those who are intelligent and smart. There are some people who are a genius in their own way that didn't. They're like, well, I don't even need college. It's actually going to get in the way. I'm going to start my own business, or I'm going to. If I'm really talented and passionate about something, I might just be able to do it without your system per se. Is that every field? No, but you don't need to go to college to necessarily be an intellectual. Like basically, you can read 90% of the books that they read.
But
that's a pretty good level playing.
We're doing this now in this modern college, guys. College used to be a good experience. Back when I was in college, I could see the whispers of wokeness. But guys, we still had a lot of really, really cool classes, professors. You know what I'm saying? We had really, really cool discussions, right? But and then in the 90s, in the 80s, people came out of college better. Now they're coming out a lot worse. A lot worse.
For a chick to
look at Charlie Kirk. You saw him debate college professors and was more of an
academics
in their subject matter. He would literally. I was watching this one debate where he was arguing with this history professor who specialized around World War II.
Yeah,
and
I saw
Charlie
that.
was a better expert on his subject than he was, and he was teaching it
because he has the tenure.
Yeah, that's
why. That's why.
Useless.
Yeah.
He has no passion about it. If he did understand it, he would would have a very robust debate about it and have facts without looking at it. That's his life. That's his job, is to know that off the top of his head.
And he would understand even the parts that he didn't like that are problematic.
Yeah.
So
question because she thinks you're stupid. This is the type of stuff that I talk about, the blatant disrespect of how men are treated on dates. Think if a man did this. I've never done anything like this. And I wouldn't encourage you to do this, right? Guys, I am not encouraging any man to do this. But we have to.
Might not be a bad idea.
Maybe she will see how.
Guys, go outside, cut her brake lines.
Oh
You
my
see how
god.
she handles that. So how you gonna fix that? You know?
Disrespectful that is, right? 'Cause that's disrespectful. That's like you're arguing with her about her weight, and she's like, I'm not that big. I'm not that big. And you're like, you pull out a scale and say, stand on it, just to prove your point.
And he looked at me and he said, well, what am I supposed to do with this? I said, solve the math problem, sir. And he gonna look at me and say, algebra, math.
But the difference is she doesn't view this person as a human being
Still software.
unless they qualify for what she wants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Seriously, that's basically what she's doing right here.
Yeah.
And mocking him afterward.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. Of course, I couldn't do it. And here's the thing: like, what people don't understand with concepts like mathematical concepts, algebra, calculus, finite math, things like that, it's not about the answer. At the end of the day, it's about working through a concept and working through a process.
Oh my god!
It's about the application.
Experience.
I don't know.
Hold on.
It's really about
It's about the feeling.
Hold on, guys.
feeling.
Hold on. Guys, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys.
It's about having age.
Guys, hold on. Sorry, I gotta mute everybody. Guys, it's about the application itself. Guys, an engineer, that's why an engineer is the perfect job. That's why an engineer, because they know the math and they can apply the math. Okay? This chick is trying to say that she does mathematical problems or whatever, fine. But if you can't apply it, what's the point? The guy she was talking to, he's probably practically using math every day. Blue collar guys use more math than most theoretical physicists ever will. You know what I'm saying? They might not be able to write it down with theorems, but they can tell you how much force to apply here. If you do this with this circuit, it'll do to this. They apply math every single day.
You know,
I have a great story.
Like when I'm doing serious
guys, one at a
recoveries,
time.
I have to do it. When I'm doing serious recoveries with my winch lines, I have to factor in how much how much I have to go back with the winch line to snatch blocks and like the strength of the winch line, literally
Rigging physics.
Yeah, and how whether the casualty is mired in mud or like if there's an air pocket or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Like it gets complicated.
How many dollar bills that skank is trying to give you for the drop fee that she's pulling out of her freaking Nissan.
Yeah.
For a Nissan Altima. Snowboard, you were saying? You said you had a story?
I kind of forgot what it was.
I was just gonna say that the way that she's talking on there is exactly what kids hate.
Yeah,
where they're like, we're gonna learn this lesson for no reason at all, with no outcome and no practical application.
Yeah.
It's exactly what the kids talk about. Why are we learning this stupid stuff?
That's how guys we don't like wasting our time, you know. And what she's talking about is a waste of time. That's the beautiful thing about guys that major in mathematics. Oftentimes they have the tism to where they can and they just see math and everything anyways. Yeah, oftentimes they'll land some crazy job using the mathematics degree.
Time's the most valuable resource we all have because it's the only resource we can't get back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember what I was going to say now. I did a job recently that my friend set up in the we're making this kayak rack thing, and they had to kind of cover over this big well cover, and the woman was a teacher, and this is a job my friend set up with the customer, and it was kind of far away, so we just wanted to make one trip, and she didn't understand the difference between diameter and circumference. So basically, we custom built something. Then my friend who's Russian, who always complains, is like, Americans don't know math. But this was a high school teacher, and she was mouthy with us, like you built it the wrong size, you idiots. And then my friend was just like, I'm gonna rip into this woman. But that is part of how entitled she was. She just viewed it like, oh, I'm just gonna waste their time, and I'm right, and And it was like she's supposed to be teaching people this.
It's always
Crazy,
women.
man.
Insane.
Yeah, always. Hold on, guys. Let's go here. Share my screen again, guys. Drop a like on the stream. I appreciate that, guys. Once again, thanks for 25K, man. I appreciate that, guys. Guys, we'll be on our way to 26. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. You know. Hopefully, we
Dude,
can end the
every
year
time I
with-
look at it, it goes up like another 1,000 somehow.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
guys.
good.
I just hit a good. I hit a good run of videos and shorts and live streams. You know, and things are just taking off. So,
sweet,
guys. I will have a daytime live tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll do a deep dive on this one chick. I'll have to figure out who it is, but she's hilarious. So, anyways, aren't they all though? There we go.
Have been a waste. Hear me out. I'm starting to think that my college degrees have been a waste. Hear me out. I have a Bachelor of Arts in English and journalism with the concept.
Look at that, guys! Look
Quote,
at that!
journalism, quote.
Pack of ass. Yeah. The fuck are you talking? That shit stinks.
Concentration in creative writing. And then I have a Master of Fine Arts, which is a terminal master's degree in it's writing fiction, right?
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Why?
How much did this cost?
Oh,
you should look for work
figures.
from like George Soros. Is basically all you can do at this point.
Yeah.
Open society fundraising letters.
Yeah.
There are
She's gonna make
plenty
signs.
of people who write.
Make
that
carport
never-
signs.
Guys, hold on. There are plenty of people who are writers that never took a writing class. Stephen King didn't major.
Yep.
Right. J.K. Rowling didn't major in writing. Patricia Briggs, all these Jim
You
Butcher.
think Shakespeare took
being
Michael
a writer.
Crichton.
Look at Bukowski, a drunken mail delivery guy, and he's written a ton of books.
Yeah, J.K.
Being a
Rowling-
writer is the archetype of a human being more than is being educated, because they
I
can.
mean-
That's what editors for,
But guys,
to edit
J.K.
everything out stupid that you put in.
Writing classes do help you out, but I honestly do not believe that you should have to major in writing. I don't understand what there is enough to learn about writing. Guys, okay, I could even say that majoring in film, if you want to be a director, could be helpful because there's so many concepts to film. Like there's this thunderheaded idiot that I know he's a film major, but he's a lazy piece of trash who won't actually go and like make any films. But when he talks about movies and like the medium and stuff, like it's very interesting to like understand movies. You know what I mean? Like what we see. It's very interesting. The different styles and the different generations and all this other stuff, right? So
especially the way you frame things.
Yes,
and
frame
how-
things, you know, plots, how to
the rule of three and all this
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Yeah, it's very
And writing is a very so to me, nothing beats a good book. There's nothing better than getting lost in a good book, right? I'm a film buff too, but I read all the time. So writing is very important, but I feel like there's enough knowledge where you can watch YouTube videos about writing. You can read interviews from your favorite writer.
Sure.
Writing's been studied for thousands of years now. You know, there's
so many YouTube people that are better than like professors.
Yep.
With
It's
this
true.
stuff, like it's amazing.
Yep.
You know, the number one rule I learned about writing, 'cause, I've written a couple books, but they've been nonfiction, is to write what you know. Everybody tries to get all fancy pants and write stuff that they think, will make them look smart. But instead, it's like, write your experiences and just get started.
Were your books published?
Oh, yeah.
Are they like
but they're
available?
they're not
the
not
ebooks
fiction.
or
Not
on
fiction.
Amazon or what are?
Oh yeah, I can flash
You
with you
wanna-
sometime.
Yeah, either drop them in the Discord or give me the links and I'll plug them for you. You know?
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
You don't have to tell us if you don't want. That's cool.
Yeah, you don't want. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm just saying, man. Like,
I'll tell you
I
all
think it's
about
good
it.
on you, dude.
But I think
Nice.
I'm starting to think that kind of the TMX's point a little bit is that, and it's sad. This brings it back to the Roman Empire. Writing and reading is a medium that is a much different medium than just all these YouTube clips and everything. It's a much more disciplined and like old school medium.
Yeah, guys, that's why I don't like audiobooks.
It's deep. It's deeper knowledge.
Yeah,
it's wisdom. You're gonna gain wisdom from a book, not this idiot on TikTok here.
But what it does for your brain, guys, this is why, for instance, guys, if
I gotta
ever,
read more, by the way.
Hold on, guys. If you're ever working on something, right? In Snowboard, you probably do this without realizing it. You probably write a lot of stuff down throughout your day as you're doing things, right? Like if you have to buy, you take notes, right? Like you'll be like, I got to do this or do that, right? You're like a. Do you guys realize that your brain processes and keeps information that you write down more than typing?
Yep.
So, guys, if you ever are that's why journaling and other things, guys, if you ever really need to get your thoughts out, if you ever need to organize something, write it down. Physically get a pencil or a pen, paper, and write it down. That's like reading, actually reading, not audiobooks, guys. Get a book and read it.
It's a big difference. Yeah. I do a lot of audiobooks, but to be honest, doing the real labor and the real work is reading.
Yeah.
And probably reading a physical book, not just like Kindle and shit like that.
Yeah.
But
guys,
audiobooks do have a certain amount of power, though, in a way. But reading is the real deal.
I like books. Like now that I have my house, because I used to move a lot, so I would go to the used bookstore. I'm like, dang it, I have all these books, and I would gift them away. But now I have all these bookshelves and all these books. Guys, I like the physical smell of a book. I like the feel of a book. Like I have a Kindle reader app on my iPad just because I have a lot of 40K books that I pirated off the internet. I mean, allegedly, but like all the rest
saved
of them,
you like $15.
Yeah. No, 40K books are expensive.
I have no idea.
Ooh, novels and stuff, they're expensive, So, but now I go to used bookstores and I'll walk out with like 20 books. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, when you're traveling, when we have any downtime, just pull out a book and just start reading. And nothing, but guys, there's one thing that I can say. I hate it when people borrow, like, I'll let someone borrow my book. Guys, don't write on it.
Dude, that's how books disappear.
Write on it. People will put a piece of paper on top of it and use it as a notebook.
No.
And you'll see words in it.
Or you'll never see it back. It'll be some dumb 304 that took it.
I let a chick borrow, this is my coworker, borrow one of my favorite books. She smokes, so the book smelled like smoke. I said, just keep it. Keep it.
Oh my God.
I don't want it. And then I let this one idiot in college borrow one of my books. Tell me why this motherfucker was highlighting and underlining my book.
Because he didn't want to pay for his.
Oh my God!
I said, here, take it back.
Yeah,
I don't want it.
Oh my
what do you mean? I was like, I don't want it. You ruined it.
What?
You basically should have just beat off over the whole fucking thing. But seriously, that's basically what he did with his mind. He made it his like imprint.
Ridiculous.
That's funny because I just went to the used bookstore, AJ. I just picked up Franz Kafka's works. I was reading Metamorphosis.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if you guys have ever read
just for
that.
winter.
Nope.
It's just about a guy who turns into like a giant beetle, and then he can't communicate from anyone in his life, and he just goes slowly mad.
Guys,
oh my God!
Another
weirdest story.
Guys, if you don't like to actually read novels, guys, graphic novels, read older comic books and stuff. Read Daredevil and Spider-Man and X-Men and Sin City. Yeah, read comics from that. Not any of the new crap, because you can go to like Barnes & Noble and find an omnibus. You can go to used bookstores and you can find comic books. Like that's good to read too. So let's finish this, guys.
Originally it was nonfiction,
Someone
and I
who
switched to
didn't read
fiction.
at
Child,
all.
whatever. Right.
Say again.
I said this person didn't read at all.
I know she was probably
she's had like an art degree and stuff. No, lucky
she
she did audio
for creative writing, so and all this other stuff. So she's
too busy
a writer, so
killing
she's
tortoises
probably
for her glasses.
Yeah, so she's probably read a lot. She's just an idiot, so it didn't help.
I graduated many years ago. I'm a woman of a certain age. I'm an elder millennial. And I have never been able to find like sustainable work for anyone.
She's like 39 years
now,
old.
I did have like a somewhat decent salary at my most recent job, which ended in 2022. But even with that job, the benefits were horrible. And so I was going to have to pay like, I think $3,000 or $4,000 a month for healthcare for my entire family, which at that point, the salary was what? Not only have I never been able to find like sustainable work. I mean, I definitely can't find any work now. I've also have like an insane amount of money, like debt. Like it's crazy.
Of course you do.
We recently, as I've mentioned before, moved back in.
Can you
well,
pull
we
out the
moved
race
into, my
card?
parents have
Moved
Might need to
back
come
in
out.
with her parents.
Oh my god! And she has a bastard kid.
Yeah.
And what kind of jobs is she looking for?
I think she's actually married.
Oh, really?
Or she's a lesbian.
I don't actually. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I was assuming that.
Oh, no, wait. Oh, I gotta get myself, guys.
Jewelry.
Oh man.
I was
she has, and this woman definitely drives like a BMW too. She like 100% somehow will drive like a BMW.
Yeah, Mercedes, Audi.
What is she?
Because her stepdad did.
What is going on?
I deserve one.
Look at this, guys. Future carjackers of America. She has a trigger man and a wheel man, dude. Look at that. This is so sad. These two young guys don't even stand a chance.
Those glasses, man. Those are pretty crazy.
I was gonna say she looked like she's like killed a bunch of tortoises just to get that freaking.
I'm starting to think that.
Look at it.
Back in
Oh,
there.
now we know.
Because we couldn't afford to keep paying where we were paying, and it's sort of like a reset and starting over. But we've been here like 4 months now, and I still can't find a job. And I don't even know what job I want at this point. Like the jobs that I've been applying to have been influencer marketing jobs because I've been in content creation.
7-Eleven's always hiring.
For
Walmart always hiring.
Right, going on 13 years.
The world will spin just fine without
that's kind of
another
all I know,
content
but none of that has anything to do with my degrees at all. At all. So as much as it's like cool to say you have these degrees, have they added any value to my life? If anything, I've been shackled with an insane amount of debt, and I'm grateful.
Notice how she used the word shackle.
Yeah.
Seriously, seriously, she is a writer, and she's using shackle. Why do you think she used shackle?
Not her fault.
For the race card. To subliminally, it's in a subliminal way. That's what she was saying. Whether she knew she did it or not, I'm not actually sure. But that's actually what happened there.
The capitalist imperialist.
Yeah, TJ says sandwich artist.
The sandwich artist.
I guess BuzzFeed isn't hiring much anymore.
I know, right? Yeah. That's one of the biggest.
That should be perfectly a BuzzFeed.
Yeah, but you guys remember when they tried to have BuzzFeed. Oh, guys! Whoa! Hold on!
She can get a half day.
Guys, hold on. Wait, hold on. Did you guys see the new thing that came out today, guys? That Google was actually censoring. Look at this. You see this?
Yep. What is this?
Yep.
Look at this.
Google
to instant banned YouTube account censored for political speech. Tech giant admits Biden administration press platform to remove cough content, meaning that there was people.
Yeah, you like doctors?
So they admitted that the government actually influenced what they were doing on their
Yes,
their
to
website.
influence them too.
Knew it.
To ban people who are talking about political stuff that they didn't like, cough stuff that they, all types of things.
You know what?
Look at that,
Biden
guys.
should immediately be drugged through court and sent to jail for that. That is suppressing people's free speech.
Google vowed on Tuesday to offer YouTube accounts that were permanently banned for political speech the ability to be reinstated, and the big tech giant had admitted that it once faced pressure from the Biden administration to remove content about the
Well, they all work for the CDC now, so they gotta get their accounts.
Well, guys, this is a small win, but it's not the big win we all want. Like, they're just getting busted. Like, yeah, like we kind of didn't give a shit if you got killed or not in this. We just did like what made us money.
Government made us. Government made us.
Google detailed its remarkable shift in a document that's obtained by Fox News Digital. The new policy from Google, also known by Alphabet, could affect users.
But I have the answer to this. I have a really good balanced answer for this.
Who in the government told you to do it? We want names.
Yeah.
Well, no. This is a good
AutoPen
metric.
made me do it.
Anyone who was shaming anyone who tried ivermectin, that horse paste. Why did they instead of talking about just a disease itself, they were shaming anyone who said that and made that one of the most censored words.
Yeah.
It's something they didn't know anything about. It's won a Nobel Prize and stuff. So if it's about the cough itself, we all really didn't know much about it. But if it's about a proven medication, you're telling people to not do it and making it feel guilty and censoring it. Why? That's not only free speech, but it's also
the thing. This is not even free
bizarre.
markets. This is
not free market either.
This is socialism. Like this is
this
literally it's crazy.
Yeah, it's not free market. It's not. You think they wouldn't have made a ton of money? Oh, this thing might help. I'm going to order a shit ton of it.
Yep.
They would. It's horse shit.
I'm a dum-dum, right? And I know when I look at a vaccine, there's only been
guys, come on, guys, I need.
Oh,
language.
sorry, yeah.
All right. Just say pokey poke or whatever. But guys, let's stop here. My point is this, right? When they took out Charlie Kirk, the reason why they did that is because the left was scared of what he could do.
Yeah.
You don't take a person out, or you don't use the government to censor them. You get your own version. You outdo them.
Yep.
DC Comics was kicking butt for a little while, and then Marvel made the X-Men, and then DC. It was an arms race. Coke and Pepsi, Ford and GM. You know what I mean? There was the Camaro and the Mustang. You didn't see GM shoot the person who made the Mustang. No, they made the Camaro to try and make a better version. You outcompete the other side. That's how you win. You don't try and censor them or destroy them. Because here's the thing. If you do try, don't miss.
Yeah.
Because
if they make a car that runs off water, you better take them out as quick as you can.
What I'm saying is if you don't, and here's the thing, you need to do it in the right way. You better not miss. Because even if you do it and it doesn't work, you'll make them stronger. If you miss, it makes them stronger. Guys, going back to Charlie Kirk, we had a live stream about this. This is going to push so many men and women who might have been too afraid to call themselves conservatives, but they weren't on the left, or they only said that they were on the left because they hated orange men. It's pushing them firmly over to the right. Firmly.
Hey, mate, I saw people in the UK when I went over there who had signs for Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
In the UK, man, an ocean away.
Yeah.
This guy just united so many people. It's crazy.
But anyways,
for what I learned at school, for sure. But I would trade all of it to not have the debt that I have and to be able to actually find a sustainable job.
So she still couldn't say that it was a total waste of time. She said,
Yeah.
"Oh well, I mean, it was kind of
partially why I've
does she
sort of moved away from any sort of traditional education for my kids, because knowing trigonometry really didn't serve me. Like the shit that they need to learn.
Isn't it funny that the previous chick was like, I wrote an algebra thing on the napkin. He didn't know how to solve it, right? Please.
She didn't know it's all about the experience.
Is your first couple of years of college, like, yeah, it like you have this well-rounded education, but to what end? I've never used trigonometry in my life. Pure.
Guys, does she say how much student loan debt she has? I wonder.
Oh man.
No, but it sounded like 3 degrees worth.
At least 6 figures, at least.
Yeah.
So, and guys, hold on.
That's
There's another one here. Hold on. These are all the chicks saying college is not a waste of money. Hold on. Oh, this is Crash Out Karen.
This is just a reminder that you could go to college and study.
Crash Out Kylie. This is the chick that was like, I was on the whatever podcast and it gave me Bell's palsy because I was bullied.
Anything and it would still be worth it. You could
That's
study
what
the
I'm
art
saying.
of
These
being a
idiots
bad
will give
bitch,
you
and I think
disease from
this is just a
watching them
reminder
on
that
whatever podcast.
this is just a reminder that you could go to college and study anything and it would still be worth it. You could study the art of being a bad bitch and I think it would still provide immense value to your life. Going to college.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
College doesn't just teach you the information in the major you're studying, but you learn a ton of other things because of the core curriculum. So if I'm majoring in rap music, say, then I still have to take statistics classes, I have to take history classes, take a number of electives. I went to Brown, which has an open curriculum, but still within the major, they
the
try
most
to
privileged
diversify
college in the planet.
Yep.
by what you're
People who
actually
have no
She's the one
talent.
who's suing the whatever podcast. She's suing them.
learning. I did psychology and creative writing, but I also had to take law and religion, public policy, crime and punishment. I even had to learn how to code in R. So when people make fun of English majors or any other major, I'm like, there's still immense value. And I guarantee you, any of those people that you're making fun of is better informed and a nicer and more conscientious person than you.
And broke as a joke.
But they don't give value. Where's the
as a
value
joke.
they give me?
Thank
It's
you.
always breakdancing.
They always have the whole thing where it's like, oh, well, a person who doesn't have a degree earns more than a person who does.
And they're nicer people.
But
That's
you're
what she just
paying
said.
interest on all those student loans for your entire life. Let's just say a person who has a degree earns on average $300,000 or $400,000 more in their life than the person who doesn't. Well, you just paid $400,000 of interest or whatever on that $80,000 loan. You've been paying it for 30 years and you still owe on it. So, and that person has no debt and is making $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 more than you, or even more because they're blue collar. It's just ridiculous.
And they're not competing within the private sector. A lot of them, they're within the college arena and those institutions. When they have to go in the open market and quote like. So basically, in theory, they would be the best entrepreneur because they were the smartest and everything, right? So why wouldn't they just start their own business at this point?
Yeah.
Or a consulting service or like whatever.
They're
not doing that because they need to have the whole system in place.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
there's not just enough value within itself.
All these
is what I'm saying.
Articles that she's referencing are written by these. Are funded by these colleges to get morons like her to keep going and giving them money. And they're going to keep the tuition prices going up, and they're going to keep the government. The government's going to stop all the income-based and save plans or whatever, and they're going to raise the interest rates. So they don't realize that they're playing exactly into the system, and you wonder why men don't care. Because guys, back to the original.
And there's a ton of people getting well over 100K. For not doing a good job at anything at all within these systems and stuff too.
Well, the original topic, guys, once again, if you date a chick who has debt, it's going to become your problem.
Yeah, from that corrupt
I'm so
system.
stressed out. I can't pay. Can you help me? Can you pay all the bills while I focus on my student loans? It's always going to be your problem. And guys, I know guys that have dated girls that have student loan debt. And they don't. because guys pay off our student loan debt, and they'll be jealous. They'll be jealous that the guy that they're dating can go out and like play golf with his friends, or like work on his car and buy nice car parts, or buy the car put stuff, whatever, because they don't have debt. That the guy has a nicer
Go
place.
snowboarding. I lost so
Yeah.
many relationships because of that. Because it would be a work day and I was able to screw off, and they couldn't. They would
Yeah.
hate that, dude.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, I didn't go the path that you did. I had to take a lot of risks when you're having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't there a point too where like if you help pay off the debt, say in a relationship, but then you have to pay alimony later on, that you'd have to like maintain that level of support? Or is that
I know that a lot of chicks just stay in relationships long enough.
So they probably get about 70% paid off.
Some simp pay off their debt, and then they always leave.
Yeah.
Never fails. Never fails. Guys, drop a like on the stream. Hit, guys, we're at 25K, guys. We're at 25,001. So hopefully, guys, we can hit 26K in the next couple weeks. So, did you guys see? Hold on. Hold on. This.
You think people that graduate with college degrees can't read well?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. They're not the most literate.
What would I look up
We
to
are not.
verify that?
You got to do the research in your own
I have done
time.
the research.
We're not- You can go to college for 4 years, $100,000, getting a degree in gender studies. Please do not tell me that you believe that that person is educated.
I've done a lot of research on college degrees, and in every single thing that you're saying sounds really good on like a culture war perspective. When you look at an actual economic perspective, when you look at actual firms that hire people, and when you look at the actual median wages compared to people that even have some college
Biggest
education,
regret.
great for you, but for the average American, that's not true. None of these numbers are found on average. You will never find data that supports the idea that high school earners on average are out-earning college degree earners. More than
It does if they have the debt. If you factor in the debt.
Yeah, the net. Yeah.
That's not true. Half the degrees awarded are not STEM degrees.
$100,000 is way over the average we're paying for any degree.
Well, that's what I
not
paid. Just look it up. You got Google.
So 51% of bachelor's degrees for students graduate with an average of $29,400 in student loan debt. That's only 51% of people that acquire debt, and then their average debt is about $29,400.
I don't get what
That's still a lot at the interest rate, because they're not going to be paying that off, and that interest is going to start building.
Every single person that you went to school with is not using the degrees that they paid for.
What did you go to
What they
college for?
actually-
It's not only that, AJ, is that they've got a lot of their time wasted as well from being more fully involved in the real world marketplace and the private sector marketplace, and understanding the mechanics of how to speak with people in the workplace and stuff like that, how to like be a professional in general. That wastes a lot of time, but they're also not really willing to hustle for it after that. How many times have we seen these people say, "Oh, I have an AI generator thing that sends all these 1,500 resumes out a day and stuff?" Like, how many places do you think they actually drove to in person and knocked on a door and said, "Hey, man, like, can I have some work? I'm interested in working at this company." Never
applying on never gotten a job through that. You have to get off your
Me
butt,
neither.
go
In
and
fact,
talk to the manager and go and speak to them.
In fact, it's funny, this comes up. One time I was trying to work at a local college where I used to live, and I actually went in person to say, like, "Hey, I want this like landscaping job." I came in to show myself, shake a few hands and stuff. And they were like so scared about it. Like, "Well, you need to apply online and stuff." It's like, well, I have a paper resume and I can just give it. Like, I actually am interviewing you here too. I want to shake the guy's hand who's going to be my boss potentially. They were like so, like, thought it was so strange that someone would show up, like, actually be like an entrepreneur and show up in person. And like, it's not like it took my entire day to do this. So you just show up in person. Sometimes people won't do that, but that might be coming back. And a ton of these people, if you have AI things sending out your job resumes, you're not real. Are you really applying to a job?
Yeah, they're gonna
kind of, but not really.
At the most minimal amount of effort.
But I learned recently that they're using the online systems to prevent there being bias from meeting someone and seeing what they look like as well. Can you believe it?
Well, it's wrong on both ends.
Yeah, if they're
So
a
wait a
freak-
minute.
if they're a freak
Yeah.
with pink hair.
They don't want to
I-
see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I can't even think of
HR
that, but
for
I'm
you.
not surprised. But I am saying if you do go up to see somebody, they actually like they'll either love it, but a lot if it's a bigger institution, they'll actually hate it and think you're like being a nuisance. It's like what else you guys doing here? I'm trying to like work and contribute out here. What's wrong with just saying hi to
Yes, guys.
somebody and giving my resume?
Here we go, guys.
It's too much
Now, guys,
bureaucracy.
Nothing good is gonna come from this thunderhead's mouth. Here we go.
Oh man.
Surrounding why black men, the conversation surrounding why black men don't go to college at the same rate as black women it's
Because we're smart. White men don't go to the same. I mean, don't go to college at the same rates as white women. Hispanic, and then the only men who go to college who go to college at the same rate as their women are Asians. That's it. And Middle Easterns. That's it. You know?
But it's like
Well, they
that thing
study
you
it.
said, Kevin Samuel said, once something goes wrong in a woman's they go to school. That's a very true statement. So a lot of B-dubs can find an escape through a lot of women can find an escape through school where they're not as accountable. Hey, I was in school, I was young. I was in school. How many times have we seen school saying, "Oh, I was indoctrinated at school"? Okay, well, you went back to school a shit ton of times and spent you had a lot of time in school where you could have figured out that it wasn't really having your best interest. There's too much male attention.
Steve, this is not correct. So he says, yeah, you have to know someone to get to. No, you have to have an essential skill. You have to have an essential skill, and then you have to realize, guys, most interviews are if they like you or not. Unless you're in you have IT jobs, or if you're a doctor, or you're
Referral makes a big difference, though.
Yeah, but still, if you're a long haul trucker and you move from New York to LA, you can find a job pretty easy.
Yeah.
Let's be
you can, but working with certain individuals, they can be very touchy and picky.
But still, though, in general, anonymous as a tow truck driver, that's a very in need.
Yes,
position.
they're not going to judge.
The middle of boondocks, nowhere, and people need those guys. This is why you have to have an essential job, right?
You have to have a job that no one wants to do.
Yes, a job that pays well and that people know that those guys don't come along often, right? Now, if you're in a job like marketing, where you do need to know someone, fashion, all this other stupid, any chick job,
that's true.
Other than nursing,
That's true. That's a good way of looking at it.
Because nurses don't have to know anyone, because there's a nurse shortage. So a nurse can be a junky, dunderheaded moron and get fired from one place and then get hired the next day.
Yeah. Doesn't even have to be a nurse, like we've seen before.
Yep. Finally expose them. For years, they've been saying, we don't care about your degrees. A degree means nothing. Can you cook dinner for a family of 4? Can you clean a house? Can you support me after a long day? But now, instead of them just saying, we don't care about degrees, they're making all of these excuses as to why they had all of these barriers preventing them from going to college, as if we didn't have those same barriers, or as if the black men who did go to college didn't have those same barriers. The truth is, a lot of black men just don't value education. It's as simple as that. And my problem with that is, since they don't value education, some of them get upset that women do value education.
No, it's because you have this attitude. It's because you act like that, that elevates you to godhood. Here's the thing, guys. It doesn't matter. You can be as educated as you want, but if you're out on a date and Big Butchie gets up in your face, then you want Jamal to punch him in his face. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
or her college educated job, she'll still want to quit that job when she has kids. He doesn't have a degree, but his tow trucking job is going to make it so that you can stay home with the kids the first 3 or 4 years. Because what a joke.
I mean, nobody wants to be with someone who's a smart ass anyway from their academics and cerebral stuff. So, and then this is the exact kind of case of it where they're talking down about a whole group of people.
Well, that's most women
for no
anyways,
reason,
man.
Yeah. Well, kind of to your point is that let's say you are very educated. Why don't you just show some humility and still be like a humble person and kind and let people speak and stuff instead of like talking down to them? Like there's no wisdom into anything how she does and operates. It's just like in your face, F you, I'm better than you. It's a challenge. You got to solve this math problem, or like
it's because they don't value it. They don't value their education.
I'm saying even if they were wicked smart, they would just say like, well, I don't need to prove how smart I am to you and like make you beneath me. Like if I really think I'm smarter than someone, I'm not going to like necessarily always treat them like they're beneath me. I just say like, well, if I think I'm smart, they're not. I don't have to treat them like they're less than me. Like
really smart
intelligence
people,
doesn't mean you're less than anyone else.
Really smart people actually get on with really stupid people.
Yeah,
because smart people actually see the value of like usually stupid people are
it stimulates the creativity
very loyal and they want to learn.
But and they teach you. They try to basically what they're there to do is to teach you. They have to elaborate a complex thing, but they have to do it to someone they view as kind of like autistic. So but it helps them in the process of doing that. But what the person who seems quote stupid or whatever, they're more the creative type, and they give the new ideas and new paradigms how to look at things, which they can't do. Because so they that's pretty important actually. But they're there to be the crazy paradigm breaker. You need to break a paradigm and how they think, and they'll think, oh well, that makes sense if I do something else. But the other person doesn't understand how all the math works. So there's someone who knows math, and there's someone who doesn't know a goddamn thing about math, but they're lit and they help somehow.
Yeah.
Like in a way.
Well, so guys, I didn't go to university, right? But it's like I listened to people who did go to university, and I wanted to learn stuff that they had access to, right? So it's like Jordan Peterson. When I started listening to him and learned about the books that he read and recommended, they were the things that I actually went out and sought. To like try and figure out like what he was talking about, and it's like all of these people like this girl here is just like so disparaging about people who just want to, like they're just not impressed by you because you haven't actually shown that you value the knowledge that you have. You use it as a beating stick to the.
They're cliquey. They're cliquey. They're institutional sheep who want you to click with their programming. Just really kind of what it is. Yeah.
And I think that once again, this is all they talk about the prison industrial complex, right?
Yeah. It's of the mind. It's of the mind in this case.
Guys, here we go. Look. Hold on. Let's check.
A Howard County woman is facing charges in connection with a shooting that left 2 teenagers injured. That shooting happened just days after her son was robbed. Fox 45's Jeff Abel has a closer look at the charging documents.
Well, there is still a lot of missing pieces to this puzzle, but tonight, a mother who went to police for help is charged with attempted murder herself.
So her son got jumped, so she went out and got the chopper and said, started shooting.
It was 3 months ago when a Columbia teenager was beaten and robbed at gunpoint. The video posted on social media. The attack prompted the
told you guys, this is why Rajai and I, Tim Hicks, Seagrip, guys, we don't live in areas where the majority of the people look like us. No way, dude. No way.
She called on neighbors, school leaders, and the Howard County Police for help.
She gave all of her information, and unfortunately, Howard County decided that they were too busy.
Court documents show the victim's frustrated mother left police with another message, insisting that if nothing happens by Monday, she's just going to take the next step.
I'm actually agreeing with this woman and calling this
Said this.
Coward County. Coward
If you
County.
don't
This
do
person
something
got a.
about what
I'm actually saying this is called like Coward County. This woman had a motive to go do this. It's posted on social media. The kid's getting his ass kicked. If the police said no, this woman is going killdozer B-dub style.
Yeah.
what has happened to my son, I'm going to go to the media. That's what she said.
Just hours later, outside this Columbia supermarket, bullets began to fly. 2 teens were injured, and when police reviewed surveillance video, officers noticed a familiar vehicle. In court documents, officers write, it was determined the white Mercedes SUV suspect vehicle entered the parking lot prior to the shooting and exited the parking lot after the
shooting. Did you also see the Nissan Altima?
Got back into the rear passenger seat following the shooing. Detectives have not identified the gunman, but insist a bumper sticker on the back of the suspect's vehicle matches a vehicle belonging to...
Probably said coexist.
Yeah.
Denibe Traora, the mother whose son was attacked weeks earlier. She's now charged with attempted murder.
It appears that this detective has now taken this woman's sorrow and her sad story and turned her into an accused.
Charging.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Documents say officers also tracked the suspect's cell phone to the area of the shooting.
He absolutely was not at the scene of the shooting.
Latoya Francis Williams
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
is representing the suspect and insists her client had no involvement with the shooting.
She has been open and honest with law enforcement. She has been an open book. She has provided all the information that she can provide, and she gets hit like a ton of bricks.
Neither of the gunshot victims outside the supermarket are believed to be involved in the beating of the suspect's son. But now his mother, who was fighting for justice for her son, is fighting for justice for herself.
My client had nothing to do with these shootings in Howard County. Unfortunately, her family.
There you go, guys.
So and demand for justice for a
we
Columbia
don't know
mom.
the full truth there.
On social media, there are calls for action.
That lawyer was kind of hot too.
And demands for justice for a Columbia mom.
We're hoping that the community pays attention.
In a Howard County courtroom today, Deniba Traore was sentenced to 10 years in prison for her role in a case that started with a fight. When her teenage son was beaten and robbed on video last year, Traore called police to take action and arrest her son's attackers. But pressing police, her attorney believes, may have been the wrong move.
Unfortunately, now she feels like what she did wrong was she went to the police for help. Because going to the police for help
and her name was Trey
put her on their radar.
Not long after the beating.
Now, guys, anything else about college degrees?
No,
I said, red flag. I'd say red flag, if anything.
Yeah.
And it has no correlation with intelligence, per se.
I was just going to say with this woman that was just on the with her son that got robbed. It just reminded me of a quote from Lieutenant Jeff Cooper, where it's like, the felon does not fear the police, nor fears the judge or the jury. They must fear the victim.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But guys, vigilante justice sounds good, but at the same time, guys, the issue is these women lie. Women lie. And how many times is some chick gonna say, guys, we see false accusations all the time. And it's like with guys who go to jail for a false accusation, at least they just went to jail. If we have the vigilante justice, then guys would just go out and smoke another dude just because some friggin' stupid broad said something.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That
good point.
But that's been the status quo, like even before pre-internet.
Yeah, Arnold Freeman says nose rings scare away wedding rings.
Hey, he knows his stuff.
That's true, dude. He knows his stuff.
And see how
on the university
Freeman,
thing, I had one more.
Arnold Freeman knows because he's free as a free man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole like women going to university. It's like I don't see any beneficial reason to why they would even go to university now.
And one other reason, just sorry to interrupt. One other aspect that's a whole different paradigm is the sexual aspect.
Yeah, sure.
If a woman was in a sorority, she's been in a train, basically. If a woman has gone to college, she's partied. She's been ran through like. Yeah, exactly. That's a big deal.
Well, the other aspect is you got to know what you want out of it, and sometimes that's all they want is the experience. But if you want to get an actual job, then you've probably gotten recommendations from somebody before you've signed up. Like that's the due diligence you're gonna do before you sign up for a,
but even past
program,
that,
right?
Though that doesn't benefit you at all, guys. Their job and their degree and their careers, unless TMX has a business and his wife went to school for accounting.
Yeah.
And work for his company. What good does it do you?
Yeah.
Or maybe Anonymous starts a business in Montreal and then his wife majored in French and can help him translate.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But other than that, their jobs and their careers are useless. And the fact that, once again, they spend the prime years of their life getting this stupid degree.
But it's a huge red flag because then you don't even know what you wanted to get out of it. You had nothing lined up. You had no job lined up, and you're happy to get debt to do it.
And did a train on drugs.
That alone tells you a lot about somebody.
Yeah. Yep. And then they spend, from 22 to 28 trying to chase some stupid job, not a career, right? And then they're cooked because 19 to 28 is when they're the best time for them to find a good guy, have kids or whatever. Past that, they're pretty much cooked for the guy
and they tell you to leave college and to start hoeing your oats.
Hoeing.
And this is and this is the thing where it's like guys have the time to make those mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Because really, let's be honest, guys. Like men's like peak years don't come in till they're like 45.
Yeah, 45 to 55 is your premium.
This is when they're
years.
like
guys, most jobs men have, we don't start making money until our 30s. Even engineers don't start making money. Lawyers don't start making doctors. Can you name one job where a man in his mid to late 20s can make as much as a nurse or like a hairstylist who makes good money?
Yeah, underwater world.
Weird like tech.
Even
it takes time to cultivate mastery on several levels.
Yeah, that's why guys will get they'll work in they'll live in some crappy part of town because they're not making good money, but they'll commute to work, and then when they're 29, 30, they'll get that first big bump in pay, and then they'll actually, I'm gonna get a Beamer, and then move out of the city. You know what I'm saying? Girls want to move to the city once they get a raise. Guys want to move out of the city. So any job that you think that guys end up making money, even doctors, you're in medical school until you're 28. And then you start out, $90K?
Yeah.
Until you're 34, 35. Then you start making the big bucks.
Well, the only one I can think of would be remote stuff where you're on an oil field or you're crab fishing or whatever.
That's true.
And nobody wants to do it because they might die.
Yeah. Oil field's good job.
Yeah. Unless the oil rig catches fire and then you gotta jump into the water that's on fire.
You end up with frostbite or something. Yeah.
Guys, all right, let's switch gears here, guys. Let's do this.
That's the sound of the police.
Let's do this, guys. Make sure to drop a like on the stream. I'm so glad you guys are here. Guys, we hit 25K, guys. We'll have the 25K special on Sunday, guys. Have a nice relaxed, talk about any topics you guys want to talk about. Nothing in particular yet, but have a nice, fun, open panel. And yeah, guys, these illegals are in a house and they won't turn the music down, so someone calls the cops. Like, are you stupid? This is 2025. Shouldn't you be keeping your head down and hiding in a basement somewhere? You know? Look at this.
What's in the house? Get out! Hey, wait a minute! You're trespassing over here!
On May 12th, 2025,
Let's go!
police in Trenton, New Jersey responded
New Jersey, Florida,
to a late-night noise complaint at a home on Brown Street. Upon confrontation, one resident refuses to cooperate, engaging in a physical struggle with officers and leading to multiple arrests.
Yeah, Jesus, do you hear how loud that is? Guys, where I used to live, my
crazy loud. Oh my God.
Were Hispanics, and guys, they used to blast their music. My floor would shake. And there was one time, and usually I wouldn't care, but one time it was so loud that I was watching the UFC fight. I couldn't even hear the TV. And it was going till it was like 3 a.m. and I lived in an apartment. I was like, what is going on?
How you doing, hon?
Hey, the music is too loud. It's only less than 11. It doesn't know what time it is.
So the actual order, it says if it doesn't have a time, if it's mostly by ear. All right. We find this to be too loud. So the neighbor. Can I get an ID?
Why? He needs an ID because he's gonna write a ticket for the.
Well,
I'm not giving you an ID.
Ma'am.
I'm not giving you an ID. I can't give you an ID.
Listen. I'm gonna give you a warning.
You should just be realistic and happy the cops aren't going to be like, "Hey, we're going to come and mess this whole thing up."
Yeah.
She should just say, "Hey, I'm just going to turn it down. You're right. Like, it is retardedly loud."
Yep.
I rent the house.
Okay, can I get? Okay, so you rent here?
Yes.
Do you live here? Yes or no?
No, I'm the owner.
Who lives here then?
But why do you need my ID?
I tried to explain it to you. Who lives here?
Why do you need my ID?
Because I'm going to write it down because we have to come back out here. I'm going to issue you a ticket. Right now, you're just getting a warning.
Okay, we will turn it down.
I need your ID.
I can't give you my ID.
Why not?
I don't have it with me. I left it.
Can I get your name then?
Isabel.
Isabel
Gonzalez. I'm illegal here. I don't have
How do you spell Isabel?
ISABEL.
When's your birthday?
I can't give you that.
When's your birthday, hon?
I can't give it to you.
Hon,
I'm not giving it to you.
You're really making it difficult. All right.
I can't give it to you.
45 years old.
Because I'm not doing nothing wrong in my house.
Listen.
She has warrants.
Métase. Cierre la puerta, por favor.
Uh-oh, Ponytail Patrol is just going to go right in.
You can't.
Well, she literally said she was legal.
Ma'am.
See how she just agreed with the cops and walked away and turned the music down? None of this would happen.
Get out. I'm not calling you. I am not calling you.
This is private property.
This is a private property.
This is private property. No, you get that from here.
They're cooked now. Cops already engaged. They're done.
Ma'am. When's your birthday?
You have to clap. Oh, pay attention over here. Oh,
look up
I'm
here.
not calling you.
You don't want to tell me?
You can't. Make me.
Do me a favor. Put your hands behind your
Oh,
back.
guys, let's go.
He was. This cop did a perfect job of being balanced. He gave her so many chances and was actually being pretty chill and just saying, "Hey, like, can you just turn down the music here?" But it's perfect that he said once she didn't get with the program and all, this cop did a very good job. This is only not even 3 minutes in, he's already decided to go for what he's going for. But he was not being like a state cop who has like that brimmed hat and being a complete douche.
Swagger.
She wasn't being a complete authoritarian about it at all.
No.
Relax.
You can't.
Relax.
Why do I have to call you my? Back up before you all get locked up.
You're my wife.
The thing is, it's like 3 in the morning at this
She's
party.
gonna get
It's
locked up.
done.
Relax.
They're cooked.
Hey! No. Hey! Relax.
Move away from him. Move away
Oh,
from him.
losing it.
Why?
Can we get another unit?
He's a man.
Because he's trying to get information, and you guys are
No, he is not.
You're obstructing.
You
and
cannot-
it is a noise
you cannot
complaint.
trespass in
It is a noise complaint. Come on, let's go. Turn around, Isabel.
Morons.
Turn around.
There was a noise complaint, so you escalated it, dumb.
I am not doing it. You're getting placed under arrest for obstruction. Turn
And
around,
Ponytail
Isabel.
Patrol is there, so she's not in that party, so she's gonna ruin that party.
You need to stop. You're not listening. What do you need from me? You need to calm down.
No, back up.
Back away from him now. Back up. Back away. What? ¿Qué? Isabel,
Yo.
move. I'm putting her back.
Yo, back up.
That can't be for nothing. ¿Por qué?
Dude, as human beings, if we're just filming everything all the time, we look like idiots. These women are just sitting there filming them. Like it's gonna do anything.
Why?
¿Por qué? Yo necesito entender. ¿Por qué? El motivo. No English. No English. It is obstruction.
No, yeah, now no English. Yeah.
Back up.
Move away.
Hey, look away.
Yo no entiendo inglés. No entiendo español. No entiendo inglés.
Shut up.
See, here's the thing now too. If they were like had a bunch of weed out there or something, the cops wouldn't really have cared if they just turned the music down. But now they're gonna get in trouble for something like that when they kind of could have got away from it for free a little bit.
Yeah, true.
Yo no entiendo lo que me están pidiendo. I've explained to you 3 times.
This is
already.
women's
You
need to be right gets them arrested more than anything.
Cameras got locked up too.
Yeah, everybody.
This is the need to be right and not walk away.
That's yours.
Yeah, lock his ass up.
Yo no entiendo lo que me están pidiendo.
Bring a whole truck down and
hold
just
this
carry these idiots away one by one.
Yo no entiendo inglés. Yo no entiendo lo que me están pidiendo. Yo no entiendo lo que me están pidiendo. Yeah, you didn't understand. No, you understand eso. Yo no entiendo lo que me están pidiendo. Yo no entiendo lo que me están
This
pidiendo.
Ponytail Patrol woman is useless too. Here.
Yo no entiendo lo que me están pidiendo. Yo no entiendo lo que me están pidiendo.
Now this guy's gonna come in and take care of it.
Yo no entiendo. Almost got it. Vinieron a mi casa a decirme cosas que yo no entiendo.
Oh, Edward got arrested too.
It's obstruction. De la ley.
So annoying.
But this is all of this woman being stubborn.
313 dispatch. Code 4.
This didn't have to happen.
2 people under arrest.
Right here.
Hey, come on.
Where's ice when you need them?
I think it says Trenton, New Jersey. It's probably New Jersey.
She doesn't have anything else on her. No, nothing. What else are I going to have? Oh, okay. So you understand English.
I told you that girl hated it. She wants to be at that party.
Oh.
She's locked up for hindering obstruction. He's locked up for obstruction. We tried to come out here, tried to get her name. She didn't want to give us it, so I'm like, all right, I'll lock you up for hindering. And then he wanted to get involved. And that guy over there wanted to get involved, trying to stop us from locking her up.
And they were simps.
So
Those guys
this guy
were
was mouthing off the whole time.
simps.
Is she on this side? Yeah. All right, hon. Hon, come on.
Mis sandalias.
Okay.
Ella me dijo que tenía mis
They're in the
sandalias.
passenger side.
Porque estoy toda
Speak
golpeada.
English. You know English. Speak it.
Espero que mi bebé esté bien. Después de que usted me agarró como me agarró.
¿Qué?
Espero que mi bebé esté bien.
No, he's doing it.
You do that English,
Espero que esté bien. Porque se siente bien golpear a una mujer.
Guys, can you imagine any other country on earth where you can just go there?
The cops
not
gave
learn
them like
the
70
language?
chances. They didn't even want to do this. The cops gave them like 70 chances to like just say like, can you do, hey, they're like waving to them like, hey, lady, yeah, can you, I want you to just go to the volume thing and just turn it down like halfway.
You're gonna make music
And
off
they're
the
like, hey,
phone.
fuck it. Like, no, seriously, can you just turn that down and then I won't look at anything or bother you at all in any way and actually being pretty chill here. Like, hey, fuck you, pig. Like, again, please.
Yeah.
If you can just turn it down a little bit and just go like that, I can do it for you. I won't even look around in here. They were like letting her get away scot-free with whatever she wanted. And she still messed it up. Stupid.
Yeah.
Wrong
got her
year to be
friends in
doing
jail.
it
She
too.
could have said, hey, officer, it's like 3 a.m. I will turn it down. They were not being like
reasonable
up in her bit. They were actually being like really chill. I was actually surprised. I actually liked the way the cops reacted in this entire thing.
They're just being reasonable. That guy's
They were
turning it down.
completely reasonable. Yeah, completely reasonable, dude.
Qué bueno. Qué bueno.
Yo no hablo español.
Yo tampoco hablo inglés, pero lo entiendo bastante. Esas no son mis sandalias.
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
No son mis sandalias.
Yes.
No, esas no son las mías.
Okay, just put them on, man. Let's not. Put
Quiero
this.
hablar con mi hermano.
Can you fix her?
Quiero hablar con mi hermano.
All right, hon.
And that cop is useless. This woman cop was like useless.
Okay, Isabel, please.
Necesito ver a un doctor. Está dormiendo mucho tiempo.
And now she's not speaking English to be annoying.
Me está doliendo mucho los huevos.
Yeah.
Necesito ver a un doctor.
Talking to the demon.
Yeah, I need a
like satanic
What do I say next?
And notice how there's 2 women here in the police station interacting with each other. Watch how slow this will be between this old fat lesbian gym teacher and this new white chick here.
Yeah.
They need more men in a police office. I guess this actually, in their defense, the ponytail patrol shouldn't be there, but this black woman secretary person actually is probably a great job for them to have.
Yeah, fine. That's fine.
That's perfect. Yeah, they've probably been there a long time. They probably
knows
work
the
hard.
ins and outs of everything. Yeah, that's
And they're like a secretary.
Yeah.
Too. Like they're saying, "Hey, I'm here to be like a secretary and stuff." She's like the lesbian Morgan Freeman for that police office.
Yeah. It's like, I'm just booking someone in. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
You know, like I've seen these cases
El día de mi
where,
nacimiento.
where
Just because
she'll
I
freak
give
out.
the day of my birth.
Oh, okay. So you understand perfect.
Entiendo. No hablo el 100% español, inglés. So hablo mucho español, pero no hablo inglés. Ellos me golpearon. Me tiraron al suelo. Estoy embarazada. Ellos me golpearon porque no les di la fecha de mi nacimiento. Y
We
estoy embarazada.
do have a report number, but I didn't write it on there.
Calma.
Sit down.
She's acting like she's going to be brought up on murder charges or something.
Reina Rakusin was charged with hindering, obstructing the administration of law, resisting arrest, and violating the city's noise ordinance. Edgar
TMX, hold on, dude. I got to call
And she
you
could have
now.
got off for free.
Hold on.
Exactly.
They
TMX
cops were
Get a slap
very
on the wrist.
reasonable there.
I got to call
Until
you.
she
Very
tries to get her
reasonable there.
until she wants to get her official citizenship.
I got to call you out on something.
Oh, no.
You said Jennifer Connelly looks boyish. Are you fucking? Are you?
Oh, wait, what?
Insane.
When did I
dude?
say that? Oh,
You said it in the.
You don't have proof.
In the Discord. In the Discord.
You have no proof that it was me.
Because you guys were talking about Daredevil and Bullseye, and Bullseye is Daredevil's
This
favorite,
chick
and
was
then
in a
Bullseye is
movie
one of my
where it's
favorite.
like they're stuck in Target, right?
Yeah. Dude, Jennifer Connelly, she's still fine to this day.
This stuff
And
is Target.
Stuff for her, but yeah, dude, check it out.
Yeah.
It's called Career
It actually looks kind of cool.
It's a great
We were
movie.
just listing off movies, and then her name kept coming up and over and over, and I was like, "Oh, that's hilarious."
Dude, look at young Jennifer Connelly. Let's go, dude. And she's still fine to this day. Like you look at her in Top Gun. You know?
Wait, she was. I thought that was someone else.
She was in Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, really?
The second one. Yeah.
Man, I didn't see that movie.
Oh, it's fantastic.
She's like a Silent Hill chick, kind of.
Dude, I've seen it like 6-7 times. It's so good, dude. I saw Top Gun Maverick in the theater like 4 times. Dude,
I heard it's a fantastic movie.
Dude,
I
didn't even know it
But
was
here's
her.
the thing: since like 2010, since I've said about the Harvey guy, it wasn't really about him. But I'm saying like I stopped following movies in general because they were making just remake trash.
Yeah. All it is sequels and just trash, which sucks.
Yeah.
But remember that Top Gun was like made more movie, made more money than almost any other movie this year. So
I have to tell you guys, there has been some amazing movies come out, and it's like there's a movie I watched called The Substance, which is like a more female centric kind of movie, but it was absolutely amazing. Like I didn't.
I'm joking, dude. You know, I'm just.
It better be Boondock Saints or nothing.
It was Henry that said that. It wasn't me.
There was butts and titties in there. It was great. But like it's about like aging, like women aging in Hollywood, and I could not believe that they could make movies like this anymore. It's like a body.
You guys ever see
horror
Death?
movie.
Death Becomes Her.
So, was it an independent film or something? I never saw it
was
really
directed by.
advertised.
It's like a woman director. So it was like she was like the perfect director for this film. And I can't think of a modern movie that actually. I can only think of like 80s movies that like encompass the theme.
I'll check it out.
Guys,
It's
check out
amazing.
Death
Becomes Her is a great film.
Yeah,
great
this is a
film,
good
forgotten classic.
Yeah, with Bruce Willis and the practical effects are just awesome.
Yeah,
dude. So,
about like immortality and like the cost of it. Like it's great. Similar kind of themes going on, actually.
Yeah. No, you're talking about Bullseye. He's like one of the best villains of all time. He's such a badass, dude. Like he does it so his whole power is he can just throw stuff and he can kill people. So cards, marbles, toothpicks, you know what I'm saying? He's a psycho. He's just a gangster. Yeah. He's in the show too. But like he doesn't miss, but then Daredevil, because of his powers, make him miss. He could take a throw-in card, just what? And just kill you. He's a total gangster, dude. He's completely just insane. He's such a badass, though.
That made me laugh when he was in the movie and he's like playing darts.
Yeah, he's just like not even paying attention. So yeah, but yeah.
Kills the guy.
You want to know why? He has a lot of experience. You can chuck experience. He's an experienced chucker.
Jesus.
All right.
I think Snowboard's gone off the TV.
He's a ChatGPT now.
He looks like such a lame like comic book character.
Dude, but he's so awesome though, dude. Because he's completely nuts. So like they have a thing where these like
toothpick,
these like terrorists like, hey, show us that you can that you're up to the task. And they're like, he's like, how do you want me to do that? And he goes, that lady over there across the way, she's like down the street, like in the skyscraper next to him. He goes, make an orphan out of that kid. He goes, all right then. And he just flicks a toothpick through the window and just kills her. He's such a badass, dude, and he's completely nuts. He just kills people. Like there's a guy that's running from him, and he has 3 darts, like throwing darts, and gets the guy in each Achilles, and then like in his spine, so he can't like in his Achilles, and then it hits his spinal cord, so he's paralyzed.
It just paralyzes him.
Yeah, dude, and he can like ricochet, like he'll take a cue ball and like bounce it like around a corner and hit a guy and kill him. And it's funny because they never explain how he has his powers. He just has them.
Doesn't he like take a tooth out and fling it at the jailer or something?
Yeah. Well, that happened in the show, but in the comic book, Daredevil's beating him up, and then he doesn't have anything to throw, so he takes out his 2 front teeth and almost takes Daredevil's eyes out.
Really?
He's completely nuts, dude. Like he's one of the best villains, and
I like the ingenuity of him. Like he's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Playing cards, knives. If you use a gun, he can like ricochet bullets and stuff. He's such a gangster, dude. But and he's always been like a sociopath or a psychopath. So he was a pitcher because he was in Little League, and he would just strike everybody out, right?
Oh, okay.
And then one day, this one batter was talking mess, and he threw the ball and he killed this kid. He's like, bullseye.
Oh, he just hit him with the baseball?
Yeah. And then after that, they're like, there's something wrong with this kid. And then he was in and out of group homes and everything.
That's the one I remember, where it's like the Irish guy. Like that's the Is he Irish in the comic book? Or is he? No, he's not.
No.
Okay.
No. Poindexter is not a Irish last name.
Okay.
Last name is Poindexter. But yeah. But the guy who plays him on the show is awesome though.
Okay.
So yeah, because he is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, dude. He's a great villain because remember oftentimes he's a hired assassin, so you can put him in any superhero story. You can put him in a Wolverine story and a Captain America story. You know what I'm saying? You can just put him in any one story and have them try and fight him because he's trying to take out some mayor or some politician or whatever, or just have him.
Yeah,
be
I like villains like that.
Killer.
Yeah, who are just like rogues for hire.
Yeah, just like how they can shoehorn the Punisher into basically any comic. Because Frank Castle, there's always bad people out there, and they could always stumble across Frank Castle just murdering a bunch of mobsters. You know what I mean?
Did you guys ever see the Dirty Laundry?
Yeah, that was good.
Damn,
Yeah,
I wish they could make a movie like that.
Yeah. Well, you know, the Punisher movie, the reason why it turned out the way it was, because it was okay. The Thomas Jane one.
Yeah.
So John Travolta didn't want to stay in New York during the filming of the movie. He was the biggest star in the movie, so they moved it down to Miami. Now, why would you have a Punisher movie in Florida?
Yeah, because you would think it'd be like raining and like just like dark and dirty.
Like Max Payne, like snow and
that's why it has to be in New York. You know?
Yeah,
So-
somewhere like slummy.
You need a winter with rats in the alley and stuff, not alligators there.
Like like the movie The Warriors. Like just graffiti everywhere and gangs and you'd want that kind of aesthetic.
All right, guys, I'm gonna shut this bad boy down.
Sick.
I appreciate you guys.
All right,
guys.
Cheers, guys.
I'll be live tomorrow at 4, guys.
Good chatting.
And but on the 26K, guys. Take it easy.
Yes.
All right.